And like I said, it was I tend to generally enjoy pretty much I look forward to every game that I stream with very, very little exception. It's been a long time since I've started the stream and thought to myself, I don't know about this game. Usually, like, if I'm streaming a game, I'm down for it. I'm going in at least with an open mind. And so, like, generally, I'm like optimistic and feeling good about every stream I go into. But then there's certain games where I'm particularly excited. I'm like particularly excited and particularly like vibrating with anticipation as for like what to expect. And this game has that effect on me right now. Like I'm particularly excited for this one. It looks really sick. I mean, I'm a big roguelike enjoyer. So, I mean, that was one of the big things, of course, that first caught my eye. But no, it looks really fucking stylish. I've heard it's basically Devil May Cry, but you're like a robot ninja. I mean, what more do you need, man? What more do you need? So I'm pretty hyped, man. The Amazon Alexa one, right? Because that was I assumed it was like a gag or like a April Fool's thing, but apparently it's real. So goddamn, just for realsies, goddamn sake. Yeah. So what I would do, Trev, is exactly that. I would do a vanilla playthrough with either 0 mods or very little mods, and then branch out from there for sure. Yeah, if there's like a bug, I would consider bug patches. I would do like very, very minimal. Very, very minimal. Just do a stealth archer run. Right, yeah, stealth archer run. Thankfully, that's such a rare character type in Elder Scrolls games. In Oblivion, it was really hard not to go for it, man. In Oblivion, it was really hard not to just do the obvious thing. Maybe some UI mods, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. But at least I would go for, yeah, maybe bug fixes. Yeah. No, it's definitely not rare in Skyrim. No, I know that's the whole meme is like stealth archer. Wow, in a Bethesda game. Holy moly. Would have never guessed. Some UI mods on PC. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. I always felt like the UI in Oblivion was okay, I guess. I didn't love some of Oblivion's UI elements. The persuasion mechanic I thought was particularly wonky. I really didn't like it. And it took me a long time to like kind of start to get it. So, yeah. It uses the same kind of... Right, I'm not surprised. But, yeah, the bug patches... Yeah, I mean, with any Bethesda game, yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, I can't talk too much that I'm playing a Ubisoft game right now, so... So, I understand. It's not even in Skyrim. Well, I like the idea of it being there. I just didn't like how Oblivion did it. It just felt clunky. It's a lot more mainstream. Right, which is one of the downsides of the game. Well... To some of us, it's a downside because, yeah, they simplified the game a whole bunch and took out a bunch of depth and complexity, which is nice for trying to appeal to a more mainstream audience. But for the graybeards like myself who cut their teeth on Morrowind, it's like, oh man, it's gonna pale in comparison. Yeah, that's how it feels, Trev. Like, or that's how it felt, rather. I didn't understand it for a long time, but once I started to once it clicked in place, then I was off to the races. But the fact that it's so bizarre and so clunky. I know people that never figured it out. I know people that played the whole game and said, bro, I gave up. I just never even bothered with it because it's that fucking weird. It'll never be Assassin's Creed Unity. Which I'm going to guess is because it was really good. I'm going to guess it united. It united everybody with how good it was. With not being buggy, I'm guessing. You know, Trev, you exactly nailed it how it was back then. It worked for the money. Yeah, well, that's the thing, too. It's the moneymaker, so why change the formula? Just have more money, which is honestly how it goes in Morrowind. Actually, I would argue that's more how it goes in Morrowind. Because in Oblivion, you get diminishing returns with your persuasion mechanic. In Morrowind, the guardrails are off, and there are no diminishing returns. If you have enough money, you can make someone like you very, very, what's the word? Confidently. Even if you have a shitty speechcraft skill. If you have a good speechcraft skill, you don't have to spend money, obviously. But yeah, in Morrowind, that was even more so the case. Yeah, I clicked immediately with the remaster. Yeah, at some point, I do want to go back to the remaster and try the remaster. I'm in no hurry just because, again, that Oblivion playthrough was fairly recent. And I feel like I'm pretty good on Elder Scrolls stuff for quite some time. But yeah, I know what you mean, though. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. Thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Meerkat. Thank you, buddy. Politicking, that's right, man. That's absolutely right. The jank shit. Yep. Yep. For better or for worse. For better or for worse, that's how it goes. I mean, there's a lot of theorizing they might do other kind of remakes and remasters. So we'll see. We'll see. And it doesn't run. Yeah, apparently it runs pretty well, all things considered. Just buy some allies. Yes. Yes. I mean, definitely in Oblivion and absolutely in Morrowind. Absolutely. Well, friends, let's jump into Morbid Metal. I'm excited to play this one. It looks freaking sick. It looks so damn stylish. I'm excited. Full disclosure, I did get a review key for this one through the game's publisher, through Ubisoft. So thank you to Ubisoft for giving us the hookup and allowing me to play this cool game. I know, we've done a lot of cool stuff from Ubisoft lately. They've been very good to us lately, and I do appreciate that they've been more like forthcoming when it comes to helping out the little streamers like such as myself. When it comes to trying out their cool games, giving us review keys for them. And I don't just mean small streamers such as myself because I'm short, but I'm also short. I'm small in many ways, ladies. Wink. Winky face. But I'm excited, man. This one looks sick. And it's been described to me as Devil May Cry, but you're a ninja robot. Which, I mean, look at, like, already. What more needs to be said? Eden Genesis Solutions. It's got the cool loading bars. Like, what more do you need? I'm already sold. I'm already fucking sold, man. Now, I know I will acknowledge that Ubisoft is not exactly a company that everybody loves for honestly understandable reasons. But it does make me happy that they're trying to be more small streamer friendly, which is, it's something. It's a step in the right direction. Big iron on his hip. So as always, feel free to let me know if we can move. We have camera. If like the stream starts to struggle at all, if the bitrate struggles, if like the frames start to drop, if things just get kind of shitty. And when you first start sprinting, you do a little teleport action. That's cool. I'm getting some Warframe vibes with the movement, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Cool. No attacking yet. Do I have a sword? I do have a sword, but no attack yet. No attack yet. If there's a New Vegas remaster, that'd be kind of sick. That'd be sick. I know New Vegas is, maybe not to everybody, but is frequently considered the best Fallout. Maybe, again, not to everyone. But I know it's a big one for sure.
Makes me a little nostalgic.
The double jump, baby. Off to a good start. The movement feels great. Movement feels really good. Been 3 years since your Oblivion playthrough. It has, but that's the thing. It was like my singular focus for like a solid year or so, or maybe 6 or 7 months. 6, 7. Huh. But it was like my singular focus for a long time. So I still feel like I'm pretty set. It's I still don't really have the itch. I could maybe see myself doing more Morrowind at some point, but yeah, it's not like I'm not like itching for Skyrim anytime soon. I probably will eventually though. A New Vegas remaster, that would be great. That would be really good, man. That'd be very, very good. Yeah, Dead Island too. I know you're a Dead Island big fan of that series, Meerkat. That's a big one. Most hated games publisher though. Well, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Is Idle still around? Or did they get like bought up by Square Enix or something? Because I know that you're right. That's a name that has some negative connotations for sure. The original Dead Island. Oh, because it wasn't like what you thought it was gonna be? Is it a good game? Hell no. I mean, I think it's fun. I played it a little bit. I played Dead Island 1 a little bit, and I enjoyed it. But, yeah, I don't remember the commercial for it, though. Do you feel like it was kind of a bait and switch, though? Like, where it looks like it looks like this game, but you get some other kind of experience, and it's like, ugh. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, kind of mid overall. Disco Elysium made me lose... real life commitment because you got sucked in that good? Listen, when the suck is that good, I've heard very good things about Disco Elysium. I know it's not for everybody, but I know that like if it's one of those games where if it like really connects with you, it'll if it connect or if you connect with it rather, it's like it's really something special. Like not everybody will connect to it, not everybody will relate to it, but there's something there for those that are really down for that style of game. Oh, so it was like a really artsy trailer. Okay, like film awards. Yeah, interesting. And life went on as life always does. That's right. That's the best I could do, shock value. I'll get her. I tell myself I'll get around to it eventually. They did get bought by Square. Yeah, I figured Square Enix. The voice acting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, man. I've heard. I know of very little of that game, but I've seen some clips. I've seen the little tidbits, and yeah, it looks like it's something I would enjoy. I've heard it's like the Steely Dan of video games. And one of my favorite things, one of my favorite jokes about Steely Dan that I've ever seen, it was around Halloween. And one of my favorite Twitter shitpost accounts at the time, it was called Good Steely Dan Takes. And they would just post funny shitposts about Steely Dan. And there was one where they were saying, all right, guys, it's Halloween. I'm going to pass out Steely Dan themed Halloween candy for the children, which is to say bags of cocaine and divorce papers. So, and when I first heard about Disco Elysium, I thought of that joke because that kind of looks like that's the vibe, honestly. Divorce papers and cocaine. So, I don't know. Again, I know it's not for everyone, but it looks like it's something I'd be into for sure. Oh, man. Crystal Dynamics, there you go. Well, actually, and that's the thing. We're going to be playing some more, rather. We're going to be continuing very soon with more, what's the game series? Legacy of Kain in the near future, because I got a key for Defiance, the remaster for Defiance. So I need to go back and play more of 1 and 2, or, well, of Soul Reaver 1 and 2. And those, I think, were published by, or maybe they were developed by Crystal Dynamics. I can't remember. But I know that's a company that's been around for a while, and they're still around, at least. That good-ass sound design. Right. I've heard about that, Trev. I've heard about that. You can just soft-lock the game. Not soft-lock, but just auto-game over yourself. He was almost a member. Right. Well, he was, like, kind of sort of an unofficial member because they all went to college together. At Bard College. So, yeah, you're right. He was a drummer, and apparently he was an okay drummer. But he was like, I'm going to focus on the acting thing. I'm not as good of a musician as these guys are. So it's like he was kind of like he would jam with them, but yeah, it was before they became a band, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, it is very fun. It is very fun, man. Aaron says, what about Gex, bro? What about Gex? I have a weird relationship with Gex because I've only played the N64 version, which is the lesser version of Gex 2. So I never played the original, but I played a whole bunch of the one on the N64. And I tried playing it not too long ago just to see how it held up. The answer was not good. The answer was it has not held up good. Because that would be like a fun, like, retro throwback game to stream. And I was like, damn, man, I don't know. It's not terrible. It's just not... It's not very fun. But it's not awful. It's not like dog shit. It's just not great. I don't know, man. The Titanic... Yeah, we got the Titanic level. I enjoyed, as a kid, like, a bunch of the stuff of the game. It's a hard fucking game. But as a kid, I enjoyed it. But... as an adult, I look back and I go, ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. A little bit on the rough side, but I appreciate, you know, what they were, I guess what they were going for. You know, they needed, like, let's see, shift. Oh, I see what they're saying. So, bup. There we go. You can chain them together. Yeah. And grapple. Whoa, I missed it.
Moves that you inherited.
Falling damages your health system. Ah, good to know.
Everyone's shaky on their feet at first.
So I set it to control. I wonder if I'm not, like, if I'm too far away. Hoop. And I'm mashing the button. It's not working. Maybe it doesn't want me changing it. Maybe it doesn't want me to. Maybe it's sad that I changed it, because I did change grapple to control. Set back to what it was previously. Oh, shit. It worked instantly. Yeah. So certain controls maybe can't be rebound. The fact that it worked right out of the gate. I didn't even have to, like, jump to it. Yeah. It'd be very cool to die in the tutorial. That'd be really cool, right? Alright, so it's unfortunate that, yeah, it seems like certain rebindings don't work. But this game is early access. Full disclosure, this isn't early access. So, I can't be too sassy. Only a little bit of sass. Chain the grapples together. There we go. A little bit of a hitch there, but also early access. Early access, and also this is not like the most amazing, like, top tier gaming rig of all time. My rig is definitely showing its age. It, like, does pretty okay, but it's definitely not top of the line. The 3D ones are chunky, right? Because there's the original, which is a side scroller, right? Yeah, I imagine that's probably aged a lot better. Yeah, built for 20 to 30-year-olds, right. That's exactly it. Like, I didn't catch any of the references back in the day when I first played it. And to me, that kind of make it seem like more, maybe not mature, but more like sophisticated. Like, look at all these references I don't get. It's kind of how it felt watching like old-ass Looney Tunes. Or not Looney Tunes, well, maybe Looney Tunes, but like old-ass Tom and Jerry. And yeah, they'd make references to things that were, you know, that were appropriate for the time, but kind of anachronistic in modern times. Like, you know, celebrities that weren't around, or, I don't know, like fashion statements, just things that just didn't really land for a modern audience. So yeah, to your point, Aaron, yeah, I would definitely agree that it was fun for what they were attempting, I guess. But I don't know, those voice clips kind of outstay their welcome quickly, because you end up hearing the same ones over and over again. And the few ones that are actually kind of funny, again, they either they have not aged well or they've aged fine, but again, you just hear them too much. Just how it goes. Whenever they glow like that, that's fine. When it's time to dodge. There's lock and a focus on enemies. Okay. It's between them. All right. Oh wait, no, that's not an that was a I dodged correctly. When they go for the attack like that, so that's when you hit him with the dodge. With the dodge Reno. They're about to attack, right, just like we saw him. Go for the dodge. There's no block. You can dodge him. By the way, I am going to change the audio a little bit further. I'm going to lower the music and lower the sound effects. Leave the audio voices a little bit too as well. There we go. Because I did notice things were a little bit loud and proud. I do appreciate that kind of like perfect dodge confirmation. Seems like you don't really need to lock on a lot of times. Dodge right off the edge, by the way. Now it seemed like when they explode, they can damage each other. It seemed like the one exploded when he was not really that low on health. Partial heals, because I did get slapped around pretty good earlier. And by slapped around, I really mean slapped around by gravity specifically. That was what got my ass. Again, the movement in this game feels really good. This feels really smooth. Available skills to attack the enemies, very good. Blink Strike. Repels, I guess the guy's name is Flux. Then Nano Blades, launch them from a distance.
They won't stand a chance.
Oh, that's kind of cool. You actually get to pick the direction they go in. Oh, shit. Paying attention. Oh, God. Not paying attention again. And it does a decent bit of damage. Seems like it's not like a huge range because it didn't hit all the guys. Yep. Yeah, I kind of prefer not bothering locking on. The mouse sensitivity is like decently juiced enough where I can pretty easily and pretty quickly kind of pivot around. I have to take that. So you do get iframes when you dodge, like, through an attack, but you still have to be a little bit careful. Oh, it auto-targets. That's actually even better. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, I need to, like, land more of the attacks. There we go. That's for the tutorial itself. And, of course, since this is a spectacle fight, you're getting rated on how good you do. It's the same attacks. Now, the one thing, of course, is we have just basic attack. Special drive, okay. Attacks for the specials, okay. So keep an eye out on that little part of the bottom right, that part of the UI. And then that's the ultimate special, that blade from attack on the R. R button for like the big cool guy attack. Yep. I'm just wondering if there's other combos, like maybe aerial combat. That's a little bit better, Or maybe if you like click and hold. Yeah, okay, maybe not. I was like trying with other inputs just to see what would happen. You have been chosen. And fucking deleted. Kill enemies 0 out of 2, 1 out of 2. Like, yeah, how can I get better than just B rating? I guess other than like doing stuff like this. Use the special attacks, but if it's just basic attack and special attack, and that's it, it's gonna be tricky getting the combos going and getting the rank improved. So there's probably gonna be other ways to mix it up. Maybe we have to unlock like additional moves. I would almost expect like heavy light attack, maybe. Like heavy light attack switch ups. But otherwise, though, I mean, this feels good. The game feels very good to play. Controls very easy to pick up, very responsive. Dodging around feels real easy, and it's pretty generous with the timing. Not like expecting like perfect frame, perfect timing. And again, more Warframe vibes. And I love Warframe. I haven't played it in like 10 years, but I enjoyed it when I played it back in the day.
I only have one counsel to give. Survive. And when
Yeah, good idea.
Don't divulge that we spoke. Yes.
You got it, giant robot lady. First iteration. So this is a roguelike, so we can presume that each run is probably procedurally generated, and there will be upgrades and attachments we can bolt onto our guy, and probably if we die, when we die, the run will end and we start again. I don't know if there will be meta progression necessarily. So we're kind of going in with an open mind. Oh, but here it is. Sublime Gardens. Torigate confirmed. Torigate, we're in Japan. Confirmed. I mean, there's a very clear kind of like anime energy going on here. Obviously, it's traditional graphics here, but like when I see like ninja robot with like very cool ponytail thing, my brain goes anime. So, not terribly surprising. Seeing a little bit of some graphical hitching. Oop. Yep. Oop. Got that dodge. There we go, which helps the rating quite a bit. Where's the fella? There we go. Choose a routine. So it's our first little combat area. Not too bad. Gain a berry at the start of combat, which probably takes like an extra hit, basically. Always crit against full health enemies, which is nice. Now, I know what Blink Strike is. Do I know what Backstab is? I mean, I can guess. I'm going to guess it's just like a general kind of deal, but unless maybe the idea is you can switch out other special abilities. Or switch out 4 other special abilities. Special skill reduces the cooldown of regular. Let's do this one. Okay. Got a couple shinies. Are there other shinies to pick up? I think if I had to guess, they probably get them for you automatically. So no containers to break. And if I had to guess, this is probably not the kind of game where there's a ton of like secrets to find. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Kind of cool. A lot of like cool set pieces in the background there. I'll keep my eyes peeled for like secret routes, but it wouldn't strike me as the kind of game to have like a bunch of extra stuff kind of hidden. Or just kind of follow the path and be more focused on like completing the run and fighting the bad guys and making badass builds. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of graphical hitching from time to time, but it's doing pretty well all things considered. Especially considering that this is an early access game. Oop. Oop. Yep, get exploded, idiot. Whoa. I was actually hoping to do like more aerial combos. Seems like the aerial combos are a little bit limited right now. There we go. Nice, nice. Go for your ass. Oh, big guy. He probably does a couple attacks, maybe. Whip. Whip. There we go. Whip. Don't have the fancy one. Oh, wait, do I have the fancy one? I do have the fancy one. Get fucked, idiot. We're made for this. Yeah, that felt really cool. Feels badass, man. Feels badass. You got a little drone fella that shoots the bad guys. Which would actually be not so good when it comes to the thing that says, like, if we use a special attack and they have full health, they take more damage. Because then they're going to be pelting them little by little. So, like, then you lose the full damage benefit. I can make them leak. They're leaking. So either do that or lingering blades. Melee attack also shoots a nano blade at a target. That's kind of neat. I kind of like the idea of making them leak all over the floor. They're just pissing everywhere. Just pissing and shitting all the damn time. Devil May Cry and Nier, yeah. Yeah, when I saw the description that said Devil May Cry with ninja robots, I was like, well, that's kind of sick. Kind of sick. But the thing about Nier, of course, is that you need the horny aspect and also the sad aspect. So, in this game, I mean, we got the robots and we got the action, but I don't see any hort and I don't see any sad, at least not yet. A repository. Useful data. Let's take a look. It's in a book. So right now we got nanoblades. This one. And does it just recharge automatically? It just recharges pretty quickly over time. So nano strike. I would switch out for, yeah, I would switch that one specifically. And I probably can't choose which one to switch. Like it is already for that one slot. Yeah, let's go for that one. I mean, it has a longer cooldown. But, yeah, let's try it. Can I try it now? I was gonna say you need a target specifically for it. Yeah, aesthetically, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I remember one of my friends, this was like, hey, Alex, do you like Bayonetta but being sad? Then I've got the game for you. Like, that was the summary for the game was, do you like the excessive horniness of Bayonetta, but do you also like feeling sad? And I was like, well, that's quite the way to sell it. By the way, I was wrong. There are secrets. There are secrets to be found. There are cathedrals with those with eyes that can see. That route. Yes, so you can't just aerial combo forever. And it's not like you can, like, hold the attack. Yeah, I'm just, like, trying to see if there's other, like, switch-ups. And it's not like when you do a dash attack, or you run an attack. It's the same attack each time. See, I'm looking to see, like, if there's other sort of, like, change-ups that I haven't considered. And yeah, confirm we have different routes. So I'm gonna take the upper route. Because that's one that was a secret. That had a secret, rather. See, now I'm gonna be, like, looking. I'm gonna be looking at other areas, because now I'm curious. Kinda curious. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Farside. I'm seeing Warframe. I would say Warframe and Nier Automata are very, very valid comparisons here. Now I'm, like, on the lookout. I also, like, see stuff like this and I go, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to jump to that. That seems like there'd be an invisible wall. Probably nothing over yonder. I mean, I say that. I expect invisible walls. I'm surprised I was able to go this far. Game's very pretty. Game's very pretty. This one was published by Ubisoft, but it was developed by another company. It was developed by a company called Screen Juice. Screen Juice is the developer, which is a very fun name. I love that name. Merciful Cut. And that's just an upgrade, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's just an upgrade. That doesn't replace anything. That is a Corpora. We got an achievement for it and everything. Also, I should mention I'm playing on Steam. Most of the games I've played that were from Ubisoft are either on console or through Ubisoft Connect, which used to be called Uplay, but now it's Ubisoft Connect. So it's kind of nice that they were like, we're just gonna put this on Steam. Put it on Steam, nice and easy. Yes. I'm with you. I'm with you, Farsight. And Returnal, right? Yeah, I remember. I mean, I've heard that one's a really good one. I think Alias actually streamed Returnal. So yeah, that one looks awesome. Wasn't sure if there was wall running. If there is, I haven't like seen like a thing for it. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe I was seeing something. So look for cracks in the walls. These cracks in the walls might just give a little something. Sledgehammer. Ooh, that's one of Aaron's favorites. Increases damage against shields. I'll take it. Now, granted, it's still a sword, but I know what they mean. Can I go up to the ceiling, I wonder? Don't think I have enough jumps. I have enough jumps to make it. Unless we can ledge grab, I don't think we can. Ledge grab or wall jump, maybe. So let's look around for cracks in the walls, because that is where we're likely to find the goods. Oop, oop. Oh, shit. I pressed the wrong button and, like, did an air dodge, and I really didn't mean to. Oop. There we go. Bit of dammy dams there. Going for another. It's a hard game. Yeah, it looks sick, but yeah, but it also does look pretty tough. That's really cool. I like that a lot. You motherfucker. There we go. Oh, it's not quite charged ready yet. Now it's ready. He's leaking. I saw he's bleeding the juice. Oh. Get fucked, idiot. Choose a routine. Very good. We already have one of these. Special skill. Oh no, we have one of these because you're limited to only 5 of these kind of system routines. And or flux routines. I haven't taken that one right. So you may or may not be able to get like multiple of the same routines necessarily. We don't have the nanoblades one anymore. I got rid of that one. The barrier might be nice. Let's just take that one. As I haven't taken a lot of damage in combat. The majority of the damage I've taken has been outside of combat. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled because I'm over here like, man, I wonder... Like, I don't really know what the rules are here, like in the limitations as far as the kinds of secrets to be hidden around. I'm perplexed by the lack of invisible wall. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, the lack of invisible walls is very perplexing. I would have expected they would have prevented me from getting this far. There are some invisible walls. You can't just go forever. Got this as a route to follow. Ooh, yeah, we're getting some little hiccups from time to time. About this one over here. This one's just really out in the open. It's not really a secret. It's kind of out and proud. So, the one I have is gray and sad and boring. That one's got that backstab, which we did hear about. So that is a special ability. So, crazy good damage. The cooldown's pretty unforgiving. But I think it's worth it. And also it's green. And green is more good than gray. That's how it works in games like this. Righty, Rudy. Let's continue. One exit to go. And I will take a little look. For extra dealios. Feels like the walls that have been cracked and are open for some secret hunting have been fairly obvious, like not super hidden where it's like you have to squint your brain, squint your eyeballs. This one. So I'm not having to like be squinting the whole time. More damage against airborne enemies? Sure. Why the hell not? Thing on this side. I did see the grapple fella, so I'll take the grapple point. There we go. One over there. Yeah, see the lanterns. The lanterns, I'm like, my eyes are drawn to them for good reason. That's why. That's why. So we go back to the nano blades, but it's the elevated version, which does half the damage, but almost half of the cooldown. I think I'll actually stick with the one I got. Well, you know, I say that. I guess if I take this one, it'll be easier to chain combos together and get a better score, so I guess we'll go with that. I'm not sure what the score amounts to. Like, I'm not sure what you get for having a better score. I'm gonna guess there's probably some meta progression in this game. Probably. We're collecting something. We got the little yellows, the greens, no reds yet. I'm gonna guess reds are probably from boss battles, and I'm just assuming they're boss battles. Because there usually are in games like this. Movement. The movement is so Warframey. I love it. That's one of my favorite parts of Warframe, is just how good the movement always feels in that game. Every once in a while, I toy with the idea of going back to that game at some point. Every once in a while, I kind of get the itch, but part of it's a little bit intimidating because it's been like 10 years since I played it. I know they've added so much to the game. So much. So like, there's like man, I'm like so far behind, man. So far out of the loop. Hoop. We need to reach you, dude. There we go. So just one more hit. Just one more hit. That's all it takes. Ow. And backstab. Nice. So I just want to land first. There we go. Hoop. So I think when it's like a perfect dodge, when you perfectly cancel out damage, the rating goes up a lot better. Whoop. More beneficial to the score. Whoop. Backstab. Got that. Got that. That cinematic finish. Critical hits. Apply leak. That would be good. Leak enemies. Move and attack. So I like that too, honestly. Like that too. Yeah, both of those are good. Let's go with that one. Or the shinies. There we go. What's up, Aleph? Are you a Jedi? We're a robot ninja. Or a robot ninja fella. But also maybe a Jedi. I mean, our katana, it's like an anime energy katana. So maybe. Recently played Warframe. No idea what's happening, but it's still fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that it's one of those like kind of sensory overload. I do all the numbers, I pick up all the trinkets, and I don't know what's happening, but I'm having a good time. All right, eventually we'll be able to pick up to play as other characters. Maybe that's where you get like other combos going, is switching as other characters. Teleport and attack them once. I think I'll probably stick with this one. So right now there's basically kind of two philosophies of you would do like attack every so often and do little damage, or attack more frequently. I'm sorry, attack not as often and do more damage, or attack more often and do less damage. Two extremes, basically. And they're both green, so there's no obvious winners. It really just comes down to like your preference. I think I like the idea of having like one of each, basically. One that is quick and one that is has a longer cooldown. So I think I'll stick with this one. Now I wonder, can I press escape and look at my stuff? So we have opening strike. So yeah, that's the thing too. Blink strike and backstab. Well, I guess that's the thing though. Blink strike was that other one that I was looking at. So it doesn't really matter. Man, that's the thing. So if I take that one, it would be more beneficial in the long run. I think I will take that one though. I think I'll do it. Because then I can get that benefit, that little side benefit more often. Can't go that way. We can go up this way, though. However, what's going on over here? For secrets. And, huh. Alright. Well. Did they forget to put something here? What's going on here? Returnal's good, but really hard. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's a pretty tough one, but also very, very good. Had to recommend it a bunch. I wonder if that's like an incomplete level design thing, or if there's more to that. More to be revealed in the future. Future runs. Over there, but now I like want to look for secrets. Now that we know there are indeed secrets.
I did not authorize this.
Uh-oh. Boss battle? Maybe. Maybe boss battle, maybe. Thing over here. 2012, yeah. I think, yeah, last time I played was like 2015, 2016. And it was like right before an enormous update they did. Where they added like, it was like the open world update where they added like fishing and shit like that. It was, I mean, it looked awesome, but it was, that was around the time where I was like, wow, I need to come back to this because it looked fantastic and I've heard good things. And, yeah, that was like, I think that was around the time, that was like just after I, you know, I didn't like drop it because I wasn't having fun. I just wanted to play other stuff, but yeah, that's a good one. I don't really do the freemium games very often. You know, playing Tory Bash with Alias and Craft and Shake, that was the first time I've done like a honest to goodness free-to-play game in a long time. And it's not to say that I think like that kind of stuff is bad or not fun. It's just not a thing I reach for necessarily. But yeah, Warframe is one of those few exceptions where it's like, no, this game's got the juice. And I've never actually spent money on the game, so I've gotten so much enjoyment from a game that yeah, I didn't have to go in on the microtransactions to enjoy. I'll say this much though, the game used to be pretty grindy when it first dropped in like 2012. So it was in a much better state when I played. Oh shit. Might be dead. 5 health. That's all I need. 5 health is all I need, baby. That's what I get. I'm trying to explore. I'm being a dumbass, and it's putting me in danger. Sublime Gardens. A heal would be nice. We haven't gotten any heals yet. Planetside. Oh man, I remember Planetside too. Yeah, yeah. Me and the homies probably played that around that same time frame. Trev, we were probably in the same general boat. Is Planetside 2 still around? I know Planetside 1 went away. I'm pretty sure at least. It was pretty cool. We like, I never like stuck with it hardcore, but it was one we'd fire up every so often. Whoever they are. Going into a maybe boss battle with 5 health to my name right now. Literally 1 hit and I'm dead. That's the guy from the what's it called? The key art, the promotional art. Which means we might be able to unlock him. Maybe it's like a Pokemon. I have to defeat him and then capture him with a Pokeball. What? Oh. What? Excuse me. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting a boss battle. Oh. Hello, me. Meet the real me. Got a new fella. His name is Eku. Heavy hitter. So sure enough, so that's how you do the combos. Is, you know, doing the special attacks, doing the dodges, that's great. But you got to switch up to other characters that you play as. And I think you can switch on the fly. A wide range skills that possess special airborne variants. Okay. Up slam. Is that like up dog? For a wider area with 2 consecutive swings. That's pretty cool. Powerful single attack. Nice. I like all those things. So you can shapeshift on the fly. So you can do live switcherinos for mega cool spectacle bullshit. Mid combo, airborne while dodging. There you go. Nice and easy. Oh, I didn't even see that earlier. So control it like already has a button selected, or has a command selected. So maybe that's why the remapping didn't work earlier. That's cool as hell. So this guy's a heavy hitter. Boop. Yeah. Oop, shit. That's pretty cool. We share a health bar though. Good damage. That was really cool. I didn't realize it would give you the control to like say, when do you want to strike? So I wasn't expecting that little prompt, but that was actually pretty sick. And it does tell you, so yeah, some of them are character specific. So this one is only for Eku. These are for everybody. Killing an enemy while they are leaking will cause the leak to go somewhere else. Now they're going to start pissing. And 1 piss goes to another piss. And 2 friends till 2 friends. And 2 friends on pee on other friends. Hit by the second striker, stunned for 3 seconds. I mean, more piss or stunning? Let's do the stunning one. I'm gonna try my best not to pick favorites and like play all the characters honorably and like do switch ups accordingly. But I have a sneaking suspicion this guy might be my favorite. A sneaking suspicion. This is where we came from, I'm pretty sure. Although if this is where we came from, where do we go next? Gotta look around. Peeing on your friends? Well, yeah, it's the whole thing where it's like you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. You can pee your pants, you can pee on your friends, but you can't pee on your friend's pants or something. I don't know. Something like that. Is in that case, asking for a friend, does that mean asking for a friend, of course. Let's go back then. Yeah, maybe there was another route that I missed. Oh yeah, this wasn't there. I remember seeing that door from afar, and that wasn't there when I first saw it. Saw something up here, but I see nothing. Ooh, that's cool. So you can't do like an aerial attack, or like an aerial combo necessarily. So what you maybe would do is do like the uppercut attack. Like do one of these, and then switch up, do like the aerial thing, and then switch the other guy, and then do the ground pound. To be honest, I don't know if I love using the number keys for the quick switcherinos. I might... Let's see. I know you can do this. Oh, wait, no. What was it? I'm thinking, like... Look at the buttons for these. For the switcherino. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Selection. Is that mouse wheel? Or middle mouse click? No. There's one thing that throws me. I'm a little bit unclear on this. And when they show selection, I'm gonna guess that just means mouse, and I thought that meant like switching, like it brings up some kind of menu, maybe. You can use the mouse to select which character you want to play as. And also what these buttons are kind of getting at. I assume that meant arrow keys. But the arrow keys don't do anything, at least they're not doing anything on my end. So I'm wondering if there's something else, maybe. Yeah, the alt switch is control. Oh, maybe you hold it. Oh, you hold it. And then you can do it, right. Yeah. Okay. Or just press it for, yeah, okay, yeah, just cycle, basically. That's cool. I'm tempted to maybe remap something, but I think that's fine for now. There we go. Prevented a total party kill. That's good. That's good. I want to hear it, Meerkat. I'm curious. I am curious. Still at 5 health, by the way. It's a good thing that that wasn't like a proper boss battle, because I probably would have got real quick. Oh. I was gonna say, I did the ground pound just thinking it would look cool, and not realizing it would actually do something. Sonic the Hedgehog Dash Mark II. Powerful horizontal slash. Versus the Seismic Rift. So the one that's the uppercut. Oh no, it's not the uppercut. That's the yeah, just big damage one. Oh no, that's this like extra special attack. I gotcha. Sure, let's try it. There's a very real chance this will just murder me. Hup, hup, hup. Never mind, I have full confidence. You gotta hold that shit. Yeah, I had to firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it. Right. A lot of platforming sequences. Oh. Oh shit! I went for the like the special attack, and as I queued it up, that guy fucking exploded my ass. So yeah, being that low in health, not terribly surprising. Let's start a new iteration. I got my ass exploded. Exploded all over my ass. They exploded all over my ass, Soapy Shark, and they didn't even call me back the next morning. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Meerkat says he fought a cursed tree as a 3v1. Interesting, interesting. Thank you, Soapy Shark, just in time for the ass explosion. Just in time. Just in time. Your timing is impeccable. And heartbreaking. I know. They exploded all over my ass. They didn't even help to clean it up. They didn't even give me a towel. Just disrespectful, man. The disrespect, I'm telling you. Thank you, Soapy Shark, for that raid. It's very generous of you. We're playing a really sick-ass game. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's Morbid Metal. We just tried and failed at our first ever run.
We're far from it.
But it's a roguelike, so, you know, you're not expected to get good from the get-go. You're not expected to be a god gamer right from the beginning. Begin your test, which I'm guessing means start the next run. We did unlock a new homie, which is exciting. So you get to play as different characters. So the default is this fella, who's all quick and nimble, does cool aerial combos, all that jazz. And he switched, and we got this guy as well. He's like a heavy hitter fella, slower, but does some badass like ground pound attacks. So, and there's gonna be at least one more character to unlock after this. So it's a roguelike. It's got a really cool kind of sci-fi vibe. It has like, it's a weird mix of Devil May Cry, Nier Automata, and Warframe. As far as like how the game looks and feels, it's really cool so far. Tournament upgrades, right? Because we've also been collecting the little fun monies, the little green fellers. We're also collecting the yellow fellers. Those probably go away when you die, but the green ones and maybe in the red ones do not. So I'm liking this a lot. You're doing some Slay the Spire too. As always, Soapy Shark, you probably know what I'm gonna say. If you got any clips you want to share, I'd love to see them. Does not have to be from tonight. Does not have to be from tonight. I'm down for anything. But Slay the Spire 2 is a good one. That's a very, very good one. Do you have a favorite, by the way? A favorite character? Because I've only played Slay the Spire, or rather, I've played Slay the Spire 2, but I've only played the second one, and I've only played it in co-op form with the homies. So I've not like really done like a proper like traditional Slay the Spire experience. Only doing it in co-op means I'm getting like an odd perspective of it, but I am enjoying it a lot. Enjoying it a whole bunch. This one costs 0. Am I seeing that right? Perfect dodge counter. No, it costs 1 something. Am I wrong? By the first upgrade, yeah. Because it said 0. This one costs 5. There we go. So the first one is free. First upgrade's free. Maximum health, yes. Yep, that opens this one up. I could continue to invest in more max health, or just kidding, these are more expensive. Aiden's Blessing. Aura Enhancer. A little upgrade in the starting area. That's kind of nice. Vertical Enhancer. That all sounds well and good. Let's do max health all the way. And then, yeah, then it gets more expensive. And then we'll save up for these guys. And this isn't not really an upgrade tree. It's kind of an upgrade tree, but not really a lot of branching necessarily. It's more of an upgrade staggered canal. Upgrade route. That's good to know. And there's going to be more of those kinds of little stations eventually. I'm getting some, what's her name? GLaDOS vibes from Portal with these designs. The designs of the fellas. Like, maybe not the hanging upside down aspect, but just all the connected by wires stuff that's going on here. It's very interesting. Suspended from the high heavens. Very mysterious. What's this one? Right, you have to unlock it first. Gotcha. Use them soul cores. Oh. Oh, okay, so I actually don't have them right now, but eventually. Eventually I might. Right now I only have this guy and the other fella. There's at least one more to unlock, which is exciting. Oh, no, it's awesome, Meerkat. But they're still unconscious, right? Okay. You're right, Meerkat. That is kind of spooky, honestly. That is kind of spooky. And thank you for the well wishing on the affiliate anniversary. To be honest, I forgot it was a thing. I forgot the Twitch like tells you what it is or when it was, because when I started the stream, I saw a little pop-up thing saying affiliate anniversary, and I was like, damn, I had no idea it was coming up. So it goes to show what I know. But that is neat. That it's nice to have that as like a little reminder. Even though I don't really pay too much attention to these kind of key dates, it is still nice. Yeah, more clippies. There you go. Trying to right. Yeah. With Slay the Spire 2, trying to unlock things. Understandable. The meta progression in that game is real. Also, I love in Slay the Spire 2 how the placeholder images for the unlocks and the new abilities you get at the end of a run is like MS Paint levels of like cutesy drawings. And man, the number of times it breaks my heart when I see a developer who's like, we're using AI to make our game, but we're only using it to make placeholder assets, placeholder images, placeholder sounds, that kind of thing. And we promise that we will use non-AI generated assets later. Just later. We promise. We'll do it later. Just not now, but later. And I like how Shake the Box said it. It's like, man, Slay the Spire 2, they do it great because they just use like goofy MS Paint images, which is fun. Like, bro, use like, I don't know, man, a picture of your dog, a picture of a cool sandwich you had the other day. Like, I don't care. I would rather something completely irrelevant versus AI bullshit. I'm that much of like an AI Luddite. I'm over here like, get it out of here. And the voice acting, like, bro, hire your like your roommate, your partner, or have your dog bark into a microphone. Have that be the voice acting. I don't care. I would rather any of that versus this other bullshit. So that's like it makes me happy when Slay the Spire 2 that the developers are saying, you know what, let's lean into this. Let's lean into this and roll with it. I think we're all better off for it. What's this guy? Now that we're kind of in the meta progression area where we can like spend upgrades. Covered files. I don't know if I found any files per se. Yeah, so you have to like learn about bosses and enemies. Oh, we've killed a bunch of enemies, but obviously killed no bosses. So there's lore to unlock. Excuse me. Yeah, Regent is good. Regent is a good one. For sure. I also love his like vibe, just being carried by the little fellas. He looks so bored during the runs. So uninterested. So uncivilized. That's some good stuff. Is this like a little practice area? Training area, right. See how long you can survive. I guess I want to do a new run. So I said, let's jump on in, baby. I'm liking the game so far. It's really good so far. The show from Aleph. I've heard one other person recommend it to me, and I didn't realize that that was the name of it. But yes, it took me a second. I've heard good things about that one. Get the healer out of range. Nice, man. I'm glad your DM allows that, because I know some DMs are really weird about like feeding someone else a potion. That's awesome, man. What's up, Jet? We got Jet in the house. What's up, Mr. Jet Dive? Good to see you, buddy. Jet, this might be something you'd vibe with, by the way. It's pretty cool so far. Yeah, hating on the AI stuff. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I try to be honest with myself and realize that there are times where something like that can truly be beneficial and even be worthwhile, but in video games and in like fun shit like this, I'm such a fucking Scrooge, man. Such a goddamn Scrooge. Oop. There we go. Got that perfect dodge. Did a cool little bonus attack. That was kind of neat. Get fucking exploded, idiot. Oh, shit. Oh! Come back here so I can kill you. Alright, here. We're gonna do one of these. Yep. Hopefully I can dodge back. I'm pretty sure I can. Hit by a second strike or stun, which is good. Makes them leak all over the floor. Makes them piss their pants. That one. Oop, there we go. What I need to do is find more opportunities to switch it up more often. The obvious one is the uppercut. Or not that one. Is do the uppercut. But I guess I don't have. I thought our guy had an uppercut. Is it maybe like that's maybe you don't start with it necessarily. But one of the things this guy has is an uppercut move. It's like do the uppercut and then jump up and switch to the other dude and do the aerial combo. And then switch back and do the ground pound. Like, that's the most obvious kind of synergy that I can imagine. But, let me grab one thing. That's the most obvious synergy that I can imagine with these two characters right now. But eventually, I'm sure there will be more. Also, whenever I see the lanterns, I look for secrets. Because there sometimes are secrets. Not always, but frequently. There are secrets. Now, this first kind of room does look very similar to the first room in the first run. Risk of Rain kind of deal. I would say, I would describe it as a combination of Nier Automata, Warframe, and Devil May Cry. But the roguelike aspect, I would say, yeah, brings in some Risk of Rain-ness to it. The roguelike aspect of it so far isn't like crazy deep. It's not like super deep necessarily. Oh shit. Oh, that one is an uppercut. Okay. Well, not an uppercut, but it does launch him into the sky. But I think I might end up doing... That looks like it kind of stuns. There we go. That's knocking him back. That's perfect. There we go. Wasn't an A rating because I took a little bit of damage, but still pretty good. But yeah, what I'm considering is maybe switching the quick change from control. I might change that to maybe right click, because control and shift are just close enough together. I feel like I'm sometimes grabbing one when I mean to grab the other. So I might remap that. Skill issue. Killing enemies with a skill spawns an orb. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna guess that means like healing orb. Debuffs or conditions. That sounds nice. Let's do that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one little rebinding action. Little rebind Areno. I'm looking to see, where does it mention that you can use control for like the quick... Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yes, that's where I missed it earlier. So I'll make that right click. And then it'd be nice if I could say make dash shift or control. Yeah, that's got to be for the... yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. Go back. Yeah, because that's specifically for controller. It'd be nice if there was like an alternate option. But yeah, I think that'll help me. Because so far there's no like heavy attack option. It's just it's you do your one attack, but different characters have different attacks. Nothing there. Oh, but there's something up there. Yeah. Let's see. Hup, hup, hup. There we go. I think that's some of the hidden lore. Oh, there's more hidden lore. Oh no, it's not. It's money. Okay, it's money for what will eventually be shops. I don't think we've found a shop yet. But eventually be able to find some shoppies. Let's go shopping. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Go that way. Ooh, and I should go this way because there's a shiny. Useful data. Yeah, exactly, Soapy Shark. There are positive ways that we can do stuff with it. None of this like using it to make AI generated, like, you know, lawyers using AI to like write legal briefings that are like full of errors and just all this bullshit. Just lame ass bullshit. It sucks. Get cut up. Hold on. Let's get cut up. I'm kind of curious from Meerkat's thing. Yeah. They're kind of reading about his D&D adventure. So try a rope to a horse. Oh my gosh. 13 damage, but you cast resistance. Smart man. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. I can't believe that worked, Meerkat. That is impressive. The edition allows you to do it. That's good. I just know that in older systems, it was more ambiguous. It was up to the DM. So that is actually kind of nice. That is kind of nice then. Yeah, that's really... That's you saved the day, man. Meerkat, like, single-handedly saving the day out here, man. Shadows the ground, which is cool. I kind of like the knock up. I kind of like knocking up enemies, okay? I kind of like knocking them up. My wife's not going to be happy about this one, but yeah, I just love knocking things up. I just love knocking things up. It's my favorite. By the way, got some health. There we go. I mean, that's the thing, too. We already have a ground pound. Just his standard, like, just aerial attack is a ground pound, so I feel like that's good enough. I should have said it to right-click much earlier. That's so much nicer. So much nicer. Yeah, near-death experience. And not only near-death, but he, like, single-handedly saved the day because everyone else got knocked out. He brought the healer back and also managed to, like, bring the barbarian out of a getting fucking devoured situation with his ingenuity and hanging on by the skin of his ass because... Oh, shit. Because, I lost my double jump. Yeah, he had the, had, like, the 1 HP left. Literally 1 HP, goddamn. Oh! There we go. That was sick. Get that double swing. Get stunned, idiot. Oh, shit. All right, I gotta be careful because I will fly off the edge if I'm not careful. There we go. Nice. Very satisfying. Very satisfying. Very flashy combat. Yeah, well, yeah, when you said you would have taken 13, but you cast resistance, and you had 10 max HP, it's like, you do the quick math. Literally 1 HP, man. Literally 1 HP, goddamn, by the skin of his penis. Never felt cooler. I hope your guy put on some sick-ass shades and walked it in slow motion as the big bat exploded behind you. Yeah, dude, I remember that shit. I remember that shit playing D&D, and there are those times There are those times where it truly comes down to that one dice roll. Does the party live, or are we making new characters next round? And it's so fucking hype, where everyone's like standing up around the table, you throw the dice, and then and everyone pops off. That's what Dungeons and Dragons is all about, man. Either you pop off because you did it, or it's crushing because fate was not on your side. But dude, shit is electrifying. Absolutely electrifying. Also, sometimes one of those where you roll it and then you go, yes, the DM, is that enough? Did we do it? And that's the beauty of being the dungeon master. Sometimes it's like, oh, they were one short, or they were just a little bit off. But it's the DM's discretion, the rule of cool, right? They can be like, you got it, or they can be like, fuck you, you didn't get it. So that's the fun too, is there's just enough wiggle room. There's enough wiggle room to always keep you guessing, man. Super armor, which means you can't get interrupted, which is nice. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. And I am enjoying playing as Eku. Go with that one, man. You know, a lot of the time, yeah. Our friend Adam, whenever he DMs, whenever a campaign ends either organically or because, you know, or because we like the sessions were harder to coordinate, and you know the campaign just fell apart because we couldn't get like people to commit. Regardless of how a campaign ends, either organically or prematurely, he'll always send out what he calls Confessions of a Dungeon Master, and it's always this notes about like things where he deviated a little bit, either just because it was fun and cool, or because like he was trying to think of like interesting ways to keep the storytelling fun and cool, but realizing that like, all right, if I let this person die this way, it's gonna be lame as fuck. So yeah, that's part of how it goes. That's part of how it goes. And yeah, it's exactly, the DM is allowed and maybe even encouraged to maybe not bend the rules, but bend the systems a little bit. But a player, yeah, really as a player, you really have to be honest. Because yeah, you could be like, oh, I rolled a 20 and it was clearly a 2 or some shit like that. I mean, yeah, there's a way that, or you can like, oh, let's see, I rolled the thing and they can see the number, but you could be like, oh yeah, that's 10 damage, when in reality it was only 3 damage, but you're just making up numbers. Like, I've never played with anybody that I knew was doing that bullshit, but yeah, it's all predicated on that kind of trust. So, I would hope that most players wouldn't even attempt that kind of bullshit. Definitely stuff that way. Woo, 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 woo. Definitely stuff that way, but foist. Let's see what this is all about. Woo. So I am curious. Hoop. Hoop. There we go. Useful data. This data is so useful. It is, instead of blade form, it's power blade level 2. Oh, and it's for this guy. Now, if I switch... Okay, it's still just for him specifically. Okay, that makes sense. I'll grab it. I can do it. Then I can get back down to this little area. Hoop. And then ground pound for no reason. Oh. So it's interesting when you ground pound, you do like a little follow-up attack by like automatically. Oh, maybe not always. Maybe not always. It was like sometimes registering a double click basically. It was so much fun. Ooh, very nice. So you can get like one badass hit. That's awesome, Meerkat. That's awesome. Yeah, that's much more fun. That's much more fun. It would have felt silly if they would have missed, or if they were like fumbled or something like that. But yeah, that's great. You like saw the opportunity and said, you know what? Let's make this cinematic. Rule of cool, baby. It's something we all know about. We all know about it. We all take it very seriously. As you should. As you should. Shit do be serial. Ka-chunk. He's definitely a heavy hitter character, but he's not like super slow. He's slow enough. He's slow enough where I can definitely feel the difference. They would do like a fun, yeah, we have a funny moment where you land on this guy. It takes a minute. We're still kind of like in a landing animation. That's kind of fun. I like that. This game is early access, and even though it's early access, it's in pretty good shape. It feels pretty good. We've seen a couple graphical hitches, but on the whole, it's doing pretty well. But, you know, it's not going to be perfect out of the box. There will inevitably be some moments that are a little bit on the silly side. We want to get these guys as much as we can, because the... Oh, shit. The aerial fellas are very much big annoying. Satisfying. Go. Whip. Nice. Ooh, that was satisfying. Big attack. Whip. Nice. That's where I should have switched to the other guy. Get his ass. Still kind of like feeling out that system of switching characters. That's the part that's still a little bit wobbly to me. And still wishing I could do shift or control for dodging. So shift as a dodge is taking me a little bit as well. I almost wish there was maybe two different buttons. Like one for sprinting and one for dodging. Instead of one button that does both. I understand why they did it that way. But that's like maybe one just little nitpick I slightly have. Like if there was a way to like change that as a setting maybe in the options. Damaging enemies cause them to start pissing. Stunned enemies, a destructive orb. I'm gonna guess that maybe does like splash damage. Oh, here we go in the top right. Kinda cool. Let's do that one. Good old DOT, that damage over time. Go down that way. Or maybe land elsewhere, but I think it's gonna have us go down that way, most likely. That's where we came from. We also found that there've been a number of instances where we would find either like an extra pickup, an extra ability pickup, some kind of upgrade, or a just a little bonus health. Nice when that happens. Ground putt is pretty cool. I do like that. Dunk. I'm kind of curious about when we're gonna find the third guy. That'll like switch things up even further and more fancily dancily. Whoop. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, but it was still pretty cool though. Whoop. This is happening. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna like try to focus this guy for a moment here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Damn. I keep fumbling it because in my mind I've already started to like associate the control button with switching characters. So I'm trying to like rewire my brain and do the right click instead. So eventually I'll get it. But that is still pretty cool. Drone fella. Yeah, successful dodge. We're doing a lot of dodges. That one sounds great. That sounds extra good. That's cool too. Whenever you come to a halt. Whenever you come to a halt, you like do a little like, and there's little sparks that pop out because we're robots. That's kind of sick. This one's just out in the open, which is kind of cool. Instead of being hidden somewhere. Damage against enemies whose health is over. Yeah, that sounds good. Gladly take that. Could go up. And that has some kind of thing that might be important. The little icon probably gives away what to expect in the next room. I'm curious. Ever. I do see this. It's purple. Or maybe it's not purple. Oh, yeah, it is something special. So that's some intel about our guy. That's a lore codex entry. Very nice. Yeah. Things can turn out good or they can turn out bad, but you gotta make it epic. That's right. Rule of cool, man. It's important. Rule of cool is something we take very seriously when it comes to tabletop. Pachunk. I am curious. I am very curious about what this could be. Maybe a boss battle. Probably just a standard battle, if I had to guess. Still look around a little bit. Do a little bit of exploration station, but... at the end of the day, it's probably going to be a fairly straightaway path here. Eyes peeled. Keep my eyes peeled for any opportunities here. And also like try to take moments to just kind of stop and appreciate. Be like, yeah, this is a very pretty game. I appreciate all the background elements and just the vibe. Like there's that temple pagoda just kind of like hanging off the side there, looking very I don't know, just very surreal. Surreal, just landscapes here, which I appreciate. Looks fantastic. Fight here maybe? No fights? A little suspicious, man. We're heading towards this very ominous looking structure, this ominous looking fortress. Courtyard, alright. Maybe a boss battle, maybe something fancy schmancy. Do I dare? I do dare. Perhaps against my better judgment. Oh, yep, yep, invisible walls, I kinda know it. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Alright, oh, yep. Okay, we're good. Ooh. I saw the little platforms, I was like, maybe? No, not that kind of platform, not that kind of platform. When I felt the invisible walls against me, that's where I was like, nope, gotta mix it up here.
Tricks grow stale. Your performance repetitive.
Uh-oh.
This will be your
Oh, interesting, so it's like you're like hard set. Oh.
is a step.
Oh, I thought it was gonna shapeshift for me. Oh, I misunderstood.
Learn from it.
I misunderstood. I thought it was gonna like do it automatically. No, I have to shapeshift every 5 seconds or else I fail. That's what they mean. I thought it was gonna be like, I thought it was gonna kind of autopilot it for me. That's okay. Now we know. Now we know. Lesson learned. Well, that's a shame because this was like one big build-up for very little benefit. Of course, also no negative. I didn't take any damage, obviously. If I had to guess, this is probably locked now. Yep. Just came all this way. All right. Well, I can just go the opposite direction. That's a nice thing too. There's no broken bridges, at least not yet. But it looks so cool, though. This means you gotta try again. All there is to it. No, one is like a heavy fighter, the other one is a fast, nimble fighter. They both run the same speed. Oop, oop. Big jump and dodge. The air dodge chains is very satisfying. Very funsies. Now, we go up here. Yes. Whatever was going on in this separate route. What fresh dickery is this? Void Rift. Maybe this is a new biome? Or it's a boss battle. It's the special attack for Fast Blade guy. Powerful nano blades. I mean, the other one is more damage. Instantly kills him once or below a certain threshold. Yeah, I'll grab that one. And maybe one for the other guy as well. Speaking of nano blades, sure. Yeah, it's just an upgrade. Oh, actually, not fully, not like exactly an upgrade, but yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Is it like a Warframe knockoff? I mean, it's there are similarities with Warframe with how it controls, but Warframe isn't really a roguelike. This game is more of a roguelike. Warframe's like a looter shooter. Like a looter shooter RPG. This is like Warframe. Well, really, it's a spectacle shooter or a spectacle fighter. It's a spectacle fighter first. So you take a game like Devil May Cry, you sprinkle some Warframe, and you sprinkle some Nier Automata and some Bayonetta, and maybe like a little bit of Risk of Rain or something, and then you get this game. But at its core, it is more of a Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Nier Automata kind of game, first and foremost.
Hello again. I wish I could have helped you sooner.
Boss battle? Or it's a shop. It might be a shop, actually. This feels like fighting, but we know that this lady, we saw her from at the end of the tutorial. She's I'm presumably on our side. Much like Nationwide. Universal routine. Routine for this guy. Or routine for this fella, heavy fella. I could take a heal. Yeah. Wouldn't say no to heal. Oh, I misread that. Might be. It's not gonna be very efficient. Yeah, that's what I meant the first time. I read it backwards like a dumbass. I read it backwards like a doofus. I would say one that benefits everybody. Sounds good. Killed enemies drop another destructive orb, or maybe more of them. Linked enemies are slower. That's probably not going to help for boss battles. If I had to guess, boss battles probably are immune to shit like that. Not always, but sometimes in games like this, bosses or elite enemies get certain immunities. Or damage dealt. I actually think I will go with that one. Even if it only helps for mobs, I think it'll be worthwhile. All right. Zoom. Resume the iteration. Who's the he in this context? Also, that is accurate. That number at the bottom, this is my second run. My second simulation. More of an iteration than a simulation, but yes. Right. So it's probably not a boss just yet. There's probably just like another biome. Means probably an increase in difficulty. Maybe some different bad guys getting spawned. Maybe. A freebie. Knock the Hedgehog Slash versus the Seismic Shift. I kind of really like the Seismic attack. That's a really good one. A really good damage. I'm not sure what... so there's damage and max damage. So there's a range, I suppose. But it costs more is the thing. It costs more. I think that's okay, though. I think I'm okay with that. Like, I like how the Sonic Slash has such a wide reach. Man, I think the Seismic Shift has such great opportunity for, like... or combo opportunities. Combo opportunities, if you will. We got Sniff Out. What's up, Sniff Out? Thank you for joining in, buddy. And thank you for the happy affiliate anniversary well-wishing. It's good to see you, man. We're playing a really cool little game. This is Morbid Metal. It's pretty sick. I was saying earlier, it's like a spectacle fighter. So it's like a Devil May Cry kind of game. But it's got some really cool Warframe vibes. So it's like Warframe, Devil May Cry, Nier Automata, and maybe a little bit of like Risk of Rain, because it's a roguelike as well. I'm liking it a lot. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. And you have different characters you can play as. Right now, we have 2 unlocked characters. I think there's a third one. We got a heavy like strong fella, and then we got light, nimble katana lad. You can switch on the fly. It's pretty slick.
I only test you, so you will learn.
Oop. Oop. There we go. I was actually going to try the combo thing, but that's okay. That is ass nice. Trying to like focus on the flying guys because they can be so annoying. Oh shit! Actually, I wanted to target the big guy. That's okay. Yep. Nice. That's the combo I was looking for. Where you knock one upwards, go for like the full... The full, like, capitalize on the opportunity with the range. Range attack? Or not the range attack, the aerial attack, and then go for the follow through. Like this. Oh, except I press the wrong button, that's fine, that's fine. So it was very satisfying. A very satisfying series of combos. I did bungle the input on his special attack, because it seemed like we were out of range. I think you have to maybe hold the button when you're doing the special attack for the heavy guy. So yeah, a couple little bunglings of some opportunities there, but it was satisfying getting that full aerial combo. Getting that like very more or less fairly efficient. That was very satisfying. Additional damage against enemies with debuffs or conditions on them, such as when they're bleeding, applying leak. Yeah, let's do that one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And took a decent bit of damage, unfortunately. I got hit like 2 or 3 times there, so... The game is pretty light on giving you heals. It's not overly generous with the heals, so taking damage is a bit of a bummer. They gotta get good. All there is to it, baby. All there is to it. Looking for secrets, because there are sometimes little hidden passages. So it's worth keeping an eye out. You never know what you might find. The game looks great. I think it looks very good. It's also in early access. It came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it feels great. It controls really well. Controls really well, and I think it looks very nice as well. Not the graphics are the end-all be-all, but I just think the presentation overall is like pretty nice. It's quite pleasant. Oop. Chain together like the jump dodges and jump like sprinty moves is very satisfying. Oop, oop. There we go. The grapplings in particular make that a lot easier. A lot of games are like this. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of spectacle fighters out there. A lot of games have this kind of like sci-fi, I don't know, what's the word, like, dystopia kind of aesthetic to it. There's no humans anywhere, all robots. All sad robots. Oop. Oop. Oh, gonna go for these guys. Out of the way of that shit. Don't want that kind of negativity in my life. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yes. There we go. Trying to focus the range fellers because they are a menace to society. Ow. That was a lot. That was a lot of damage, unfortunately. It's like half my health bar. Oh, I got exploded. I was doing so good. I got an S rank on that iteration. I was on track for doing cool gamer moves. That's okay. Yeah, those guys do a lot of damage. Eventually, I'm going to get to the boss. I'm curious to see what the boss is going to be. But that was the farthest we've ever gone. Granted, it was my second run, but still, technically still the farthest run I've ever gotten. And it's enough for one of the cool guy special abilities, special unlocks. We got Ace. What's up, Ace? Go for the style versus realism. Yeah. And I think the graphics are pretty, but I also really like the style. I'm very much with you on that one. Eden's Blessing, Corpora Enhancer. Start with a guaranteed repository unlock. Let's just kind of go for these kinds of like upgrade area stations. It probably won't do anything for us right now, at least, but in the future, it could be nifty. So now that I've unlocked that, is that a thing around here somewhere? Like maybe over here? Well, we've already talked to that guy. Start the next run. Little training ground area. Yeah, what was it called? Oh, button. It was called the Corporate Enhancer in the Emporium. Oh, Emporium, that's the shop. Not this area, but the shop, right? So that means the shop can have more interesting things for us. So it's not really an upgrade necessarily. Not necessarily an upgrade, but it is a... it gives you more options of things you can spend your money on in the shop, which is nice. Or Void Matter in combat. Void Matter is probably well, yeah, it's probably just standard currency. It's of interactables. There's a chance to drop soul cores, which I think are the green fellers. And that's nice too. That just means better meta progression. Nano chips. Oh, okay, those are nano chips. So the question is then, what is Void Matter then? Clear. But those are all good. Those are all good things to invest into. Can have high fidelity graphics, but look like shit or look generic. Yeah, I would absolutely say that's the case. Yeah, there are definitely games that have like, you know, high fidelity, but a style that to some is maybe a little bit unimpressive or unexciting. So yeah, I would say that is absolutely correct, Ace. Kind of curious, we did find one lore entry about ourselves. Flux.txt. I try, die, retry. Die again, and then hit throat blooms. Die again, and then... I was gonna say, it's not quite a haiku. Maybe it is in its original language. So, it's quite the backstory for our guy. There's at least 2 bosses we know of, and a whole bunch of these enemies. The game is early access, so 2 bosses might seem kind of diminutive, and also not a crazy ton of enemies. Because it's early access, I have hopes that there will be more where that came from. Ooh, another run. Another one. There we go. Run number 3, baby. Get that simulation loaded. Get it rolling. Oh, Meerkat's got some for us. Let's see if we can find a. We'll go a little further before we start it. But yes, I'm curious. That the text in that redemption has me curious. Has me unsure what to expect. Sublime Guardians. And get the dodge. Yep, there we go. Oh god. And then immediately take damage. Range the shit out of that guy. Yep. Yep. Wrong button. Actually, I'm gonna switch to you because dealing with the range guys with the heavy guys is a little bit tricky. Killing enemies with a skill spawns an orb. I'm not exactly sure what the orb is in this case. I assume the orb means like some kind of drop, whether it be health or the green soul drops. It's a little bit unclear what the orb is in this case. It's not the same as the destructive orb, I think. Grab that one. What is the orb in that context? That's the one I'm not exactly sure on. I think the first screen is pretty much always the same. It's always this one here. Is that in the background? The big red fella? It's there for show, though, I think. That's for show. Let's do one more room, then we'll do Meerkat's Redemption. So this shit is real. Oh, wait. I think I know what you mean. I've heard about this. I don't know what it is, but I've heard that, yes, the canonical Stuart Little's mother lore is, like, weird. It's weird, and I think it was confirmed in the, like, in the book. Maybe not confirmed, but it was, like, just a brief mention in one of the books or something. I can't remember. Because Stuart Little was, there were movies, but there were also books, as I recall. There we go. Oh, shit. Still fucking ranged my ass. I wish that he wouldn't. Whoa, shit. Yeah, let's gonna just fucking blast his ass. Get him out of here. Yeah, there we go. Range guys, man. They're a menace. Goddamn menace to society. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Cool fellas. I like the leaking one. I feel like I'm taking the same thing each time. I'll try the little champion fella. Or companion, rather. I never get the little range guys, so we'll try that out. Mix it up a little bit. That's how we got, yeah, that's how we got here. Any other fun little secret spots? Little secret squirrel secret spots. No, sir. I'm getting the hang of switching on the fly a little bit better. It's like, once you kind of get the button configuration ingrained into your DNA, it comes a lot easier. I was originally thinking I was going to do gamepad controls for this game, because I assumed gamepad would be recommended, but I never saw the pop-up that said the developers really recommend gamepad controls, and I feel like I'm doing okay with mouse keyboard. The nice thing with gamepad controls is, of course, a lot of buttons are closer together, and potentially you wouldn't have to use the camera so much. You could just use the lock-on button, which I don't really use that often myself. I feel like just kind of pivoting the camera works just as well. Because obviously when you're using dual analog, then you have a little bit less control. Or like less like fine control at least over like moving the camera, that kind of thing. With mouse, it's a little bit more fluid. So, you know, pros and cons, but I'm feeling pretty good with what we have right now. But that being said, yes, so Meerkat does have the redemption. I am curious. Let's see what he's got for us. Let's do a little MS Paint deviation, because we're a bunch of deviants. Let me do that. Let me respond to this real quick. Curious. There we go. So I grab that one fella. One fella. Okay. All set. All set. And let's get Meerkat's Redemption. Okay, yes, yes. You're right. It even looks familiar. It even looks familiar. So yes, I feel like I've seen this somewhere. I've seen this somewhere. I mean, I remember watching the movie way, way, way back in the day. It's funny because there's Stuart Little, which is I think it was a book first and was made into a movie. But there was also I think a series of books starring a mouse named Ralph. And I remember really, really loving the Ralph books back in the day. He drove like a little RC cart around. And he could speak English. And he had like one human buddy that he hung out with. And they went on adventures. It was great. And whereas Stuart Little, of course, has like a family. Like that's his whole deal. I always like the Ralph books. And I think there was at least 1 or 2 movies. And I always really like those. I think with Ralph, it was like a secret that he could talk, and or maybe he could only communicate with one guy, with one kid. I can't remember the whole detail, the whole details. Some good stuff, man. Grab Meerkat's image, a canonical mother, or rather a biological mother for Stuart Little. I can't remember what happened. I can't remember what happened there. Where did he just get lost? Was he abandoned? Like, what was the lore behind how he got separated from his mom and how he ended up with the Little family? Which is to say that was their surname, Little. They recommend controller. Right. I've had that too. I've had that ace where they would recommend gamepad, and then I get into it, and I try, the gamepad controls, and I go, I don't know, and I switch to mouse keyboard, and I'm much more at home. I've also had the opposite, where they say nothing in the beginning, the little pop-up at the beginning, where the pop-up never comes up, but then I think, you know what, let me try this, and I switch, and I go, beautiful. So, it's subjective, of course. It is subjective. So I'm with you. Sometimes, like, using just not using, like, a explicit lock-on command, or like, mechanism, and just angling the camera manually is just easier, like in the case of this game. And in other cases, and maybe even other, like, cases within other games, locking onto the enemy is just, like, an easier move, like, with certain attacks or certain kinds of characters. Yeah, 2D side-scrollers, right. Yeah, and I'll admit, I'm a lot of times one of those folks where 2D side-scrollers do feel a little bit better with gamepad versus mouse keyboard. Not so much with the basic controls, WASD and space, but if there's other stuff, for me, I don't have as many buttons that, like, lend themselves to, like, other abilities, attack, block, special attack, those kinds of things. So that's where gamepad feels a little bit more natural to me, but again, it's all subjective. And of course, I'll acknowledge, I did cut my teeth back in the day playing original freeware Spelunky. We're not talking about, like, this new-ass, like, Xbox 360 and on era Spelunky. I mean original freeware Spelunky that only played on Windows and only allowed mouse keyboard, well, specifically keyboard input. So I did cut my teeth on that one. So when the chips are down, I can get by, but still, in today's modern times, I'm a creature of comfort. Yeah. When aiming comes in the picture, right? I feel you. I mean, I know of 1, maybe 2 people personally that go out of their way to play first-person shooters with gamepad instead of mouse keyboard, and they feel more at home, and also they tend to do very, very well, and that blows my fucking mind. I'll never forget, there's our friend Britt, when we would play Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege in about 10 years, and I don't miss the game. Well, I miss it a little bit, but I mean, I don't miss enough to actually, like, play it, because it's a hardcore game, and it's a fucking sweaty player base. But it's a cool game, and I always enjoyed playing with the friends. And yeah, he was the one guy in our group that was on gamepad instead of mouse keyboard, and he was usually the best performing. And Alex, are you trying to say that you're dog shit at the game? And he's average? No. Okay, well, yes to the first part, but no, he's very good at the game. Also, the rest of us were terrible, but still, like, that to me was always mind-boggling that, like, he was as good as he was. And a game like Rainbow Six Siege, god damn, that is a very demanding game that requires very precise kinds of aiming and kinds of nuance. So, like, man, what a game, what a wild-ass game to excel at. on gamepad of all things. So that's fucking nutty. Just nutty. All right, friends. MS Paint Challenge. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do this thing. I've got so much confidence. So much unearned confidence. The unearned confidence of a mediocre straight white guy. That's me. Let's fucking do this thing. 3 minutes on the clock. I get to recreate this image using MS Paint. We're going to use MS Paint with the pencil tool, the fill tool, and the erase tool. That's the only things I'm allowed to use. Of course, I can use the Control Z to come and clutch there as well. But we are going fast. We are eating ass. We are doing some MS Paint challenges. And again, I got 3 minutes to do it. 3 minutes to do it. It's going to go by quickly. And, well, let me tell you, there are certain instances where 3 minutes feels like a lifetime. Other instances where 3 minutes feels like a blink of an eye. But anyway, I'm excited. Let's jump in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Also, general reminder that I have no artistic background. So it'd be one thing for like an actual artist to do something like this, or attempt something like this, and have a good old time. Whereas your boy has no idea what the fuck he's doing. And I'm just here for a good time. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. And then come down around there. And then yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of do one of those to kind of set the scene here. Kind of comes around on this side. Go. And this kind of comes down around too. Perfect, perfect. Got a little, like little golden circle fella. Little golden donut. Delicious. And then we'll do like a little smirk. Just a little one. There we go. And a little nosy. A dainty little nosy. Little mousy nostrils there. And let's try to get the angle of the eyeballs and not make her look angry. I'm probably going to make her look... I'm going to make her look like a demon. I'm not going to mean to make her look like a demon, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I won't mean it. Yeah, she looks like a demon. I've created a demon. I can't help it. I had the most noble of intentions. And yet here we are. And yet here we are. Let's do this. Cheetah print. So I'm going to do like some little splorches. Some splorches, some splotches. Not going to get too silly with it, but I'm going to get a little silly. A little bit of silly action. The horrors persist, and yet so do I. The horrors persist, and yet I'm still silly. Raise your hand if you fully expected me to turn this creature, this harmless, innocent creature, into a fucking demon at like in record time. Because Lord knows I can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised. And then we'll do like, we'll do one of these. We'll do like bam, bam, and then color those guys in. Good, looking good. We got to get the whiskers, by the way. I've not forgotten the whiskers. Whoops. Enough. Gotta get the yellow feller. There we go. And then the whiskeys. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. I think we're good. That's time. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. I've done much worse. I like how I was trying to make the cheek pop out a little bit, but I made it pop too much. Looks like she got stung by a bee. Trying to eat a bee or something. Play it all the time. Oh, wow. That's impressive. Yeah, see, just a lot of buttons. That's impressive, Meerkat. Yeah, I've heard about those kinds of streamers or YouTubers or content creators who are able to take a physical limitation and still like do some incredible stuff with it, which is pretty sweet. There we go, man. There we go. Cruella de Vil, but like mouse version. Yeah, mouse Cruella de Vil. Obviously, the eyes aren't supposed to be demon eyes. Oh, that's actually one thing I meant to do. Just a little like, there's like a little glint. Just a little glint right there. So it's supposed to be like an eye makeup thing, not demon eyes. But I don't know how to do that, man. So I just turned it into a fucking cryptid. There we go. There we go. Get a little bit closer. Bring them up so they're close together. Crop them together. That's right. Crop them down. Take one down. Crop it around. Bam. There it is. In all of its splendor. In all of its delicious splendor. Save that one down. And save it as a JPEG. And where is it? Where is it? JPEG. There it is. So number 474. Mrs. Little. Mrs.Middle.jpg. If anyone enjoyed that and you want more MS Paint disasters, such as that one, in your life, in your DNA, in your bloodstream even, all of our MS Paint challenges that I complete are all in the Discord server. Every single one. They're all in the Discord server. And a link to that Discord server can be found in that socials page. The one I just posted. It's got all the goods, all the juice. All the juice, which may or may not be on the loose. And here we go. Redeemed by Meerkat. First masterpieces. And it is in the Discord server. There it is. It is there. So if you want to see that goofy MS Paint challenge again, or the output of it at least, the product of it, and you want to see others like it, there are, like we just saw there when I was saving the file, there's 474 MS Paint disasters, MS Paint challenges in the Discord server, and you can scroll up and down, scroll all the way through them. There's a fuck ton of them, and a bunch of them are very dumb. Some of them didn't turn out so bad. Others turned out like nightmares, and we've created more cryptids than I want to admit. And of course, that socials page has all of my links, not just the MS Paint challenges, or no, I'm sorry, not just the Discord server, but it has lots of stuff too. The Discord server is, of course, one of the big ones as far as the links that I tend to peddle, my own self-serving links, because the Discord server obviously is the best place to keep up with myself and others inside the community outside of our standard streams. So it's best to kind of keep up with our shenanigans. But also we do giveaways every so often. We do giveaways every so often, and we do those in a raffle format through the Discord server. So there we go. There we go. Try to make her hot. Turned her into Cruella DeVille. I mean, some would say that still counts. Some would say that still counts. What's up, Wired? Good to see you, bud. It's like a little bit difficult to approach. Yeah, if I was like a talented artist, then maybe. Why she's so angry looking? Why she's so angry? That's right. When are you gonna add your only Hobbits page? Well, you know, we always say it's for the tier 4 subscribers. Tier 4 subscribers. Yeah, the only Hobbits page. I always joke that, yeah, I'm gonna make an only Hobbits page where I'm like doing sexy Lord of the Rings themed things in like compromising positions with like revealing clothing. So it's like me naked on a bearskin rug, but instead of a bearskin rug, it's like an orc skin rug or a Uruk-hai skin rug, or I'm bending down to toss some jewelry into a volcano, but I'm like bending out and my lips are like puffed out and my ass is kind of hanging out and I'm really sexy about it, you know, that kind of stuff. Hobbit related activities, but making it sexy, real sexy. Speaking of keeping it sexy, let's get back in the game, get back in the gamey games. And I suspect we got some combat in this room probably. This feels like a place where combat would be. Actually, we're gonna go right towards yo ass. There we go, he's out of there. Oh, that guy was like, oh, it's my guy, shoot him. I thought he was getting buffed. Oh, I tried to dodge, but I did not dodge good. It's a very lucky dodge, that one. Bam! There was the big finish. That was a satisfying big finish. I love a big explosive finish. That's right. Melee attacks shoot a little target fella. I've been doing the nanoblade thing. Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. Bling, bling. Over here. Now that is a standard exit unless there is a secret somewhere. Looks like a standard exit to me though. It'd be kind of hilarious. That'd be a good like... That'd be a good April Fool's thing, honestly. Or like a good, like... I don't know how it would work, but if there was like a way to do like a sexy calendar for charity. Somehow, you know, you sell it and all the proceeds go to charity. That'd be like a very funny thing. I don't know if I'd be smart enough to come up with 12 ideas. That's the thing. To make it a calendar, you gotta think of like 12 ideas or more and have like some bonus pictures or something. But More damage when they're leaking, which the thing is, I don't think we have anything that causes leaking right now. Because I'm trying to mix it up and not just take the same thing over and over again. Oh. Oh, by the way, we do have a limited number of slots, but eventually we can unlock more, presumably. Only way forward is this way. All right. Fucking do it. Seems like opening with this guy works well because he's got that that zoom in attack, which is really nice. Oop, there we go. Oop. Last time we were here, there was a secret. Yeah, not this one. I mean, I can try, but nothing there. Bam. We got here. Anti-air matrix. Sure, I'll take it. There we go. Lord of the Rings Rule 34. You know, that's a fair point, Meerkat. There's probably a whole lot of options. I mean, who knows, man? I've never tried this, but you could probably just go into Rule 34, type in Hobbit or type in Frodo, and just see what happens. I'm sure there's some stuff. I'm sure there's some stuff. I've never thought to look. Full disclosure, I guess I'm not a real Hobbit. I'm not a real Hobbit if I'm not looking at Hobbit smut on the regular. But I'm sure there's something out there for those who are into such things. Where it says, oh no. That's right, man, that's right. Yeah, cracked waterfalls, check behind the... correct waterfalls. Correct walls, and check behind waterfalls. That's right, man. What are some good snacks? I'll show you what my current snack arsenal is right now. Here's my current snack arsenal. Sometimes you can even see behind me a little bit. My snack arsenal is like kind of behind here. Some of this is Costco. In fact, I think I showed this on stream once before. I'm slowly making progress on this fucker right here. It's milk chocolate almonds. It's a, what is it, a 3-pound bag? It's a 3-pound bag. I think I'm not quite halfway through, so we still got a long way to go, but I've been working on this for like a month, and we're still going. Also from Costco. These are good. I don't love them, but they're good. So it's Reese's branded, but there's no chocolate. It's just peanut butter filled pretzels. And they're good. I like them. I don't know if I'm gonna buy them again, but like they're solid. Like it's nice for like 1 or 2 of them, and you're set. Like it's sometimes things like this can be dangerous. It's like, oh man, I was gonna keep popping more of them. That's how the chocolate almonds are. I have to like really limit myself. But these, like, I pop 2, maybe 3 of them, and it's like I'm good. Then I put the bag away. So this will also last a while. I have to guess all these things are Costco now that I think about it. I know I've shown this on screen. I have made good progress on this one. This one used to be all the way up to like here, I think. So I'm a little bit more than halfway through. Some hot honey peanuts. So nice and spicy honey roasted peanuts. They are very, very spicy. They are very good, but they are very spicy. So I can't eat them like before bed. Sometimes I like a little snack before bed. But like if I eat like a few of these, even just a few, it's like, ooh man, that's gonna give me heartburn. Well, not heartburn, but if I lay down afterwards, it'll give me heartburn. That's my current snack arsenal. Also, Gracie has been getting into baking a lot. I mean, she's already a very good baker, but she's gotten like really into baking lately, and she's perfecting a brown butter chocolate chip, or browned butter chocolate chip cookie recipe based on one of our favorite restaurants that does chocolate chip cookies by like the half dozens. You can just order as like dessert. And it's like a browned butter recipe with copious chocolate chips and also just a teensy bit of salt on top. But the browned butter really does bring out like a very interesting flavor profile on one of the chocolate chip cookies. Because everyone loves chocolate chip cookies. I mean, what's not to like, obviously. But the brown butter like gives it the dough a very interesting texture and a very, very pleasant flavor profile. So yeah, that's like, that doesn't really count, obviously, because that's not really part of the snack arsenal, obviously, but that's been a special indulgence. Maybe like once a week she might make a batch of them. It's like, oh mama, talking to Mark about them. Yeah, is that the streamer Mark? I can't remember the screen name, but yeah, I think I might know who you're talking about. As yes, I like them too. I like the dark chocolate ones too. I usually get the dark chocolate, but I saw the milk chocolate, so I was like, I'll try that too. But yeah, Ace knows what's up too. Yeah. The dark chocolate ones, yeah. Add them to oatmeal, that's smart. That's smart, man. Can mix them together? You could. I'm not opposed to mixing spicy and sweet. I don't usually go out of my way for it, but I could see it. I can see that's Kitty Cthulhu. Thank you for that raid, my friend. Thank you. We're playing a sick-ass game. Well, we're doing a couple things. We're playing a cool-ass game, and we're also talking snacks. We're also talking snacks. So feel free to share your favorite snack. Just now, just really quick, I'll show you. Talking about these bad boys. I'm a big Costco stan. I'm a big Costco enjoyer. We got a 3-pound bag of these fuckers right here. Milk chocolate almonds. They are quite good. It's also a very large bag. I think I first got this like 2 months ago, and I'm trying, man. I'm making progress, but good lord. Costco is great about everything except for small and realistic proportions. You can't buy a small bag of everything at Costco, so I've been working on these guys. Yeah, this was the other big one. Was the Spicy Boys. These are the Spicy Boys we're just talking about. These extra large, super spicy honey roasted peanuts. They're very good. Honey roasted peanuts with some spiciness to them, but they are very spicy. They are very spicy. It's like, it's almost too much. And I mean, not to say that like, I'm like a dainty little baby who can't take a little bit of spice, but this is like, they're a lot. And much more than you might think. I mean, I've had the ones where you get like the smokehouse almonds from the grocery store or what have you, with like the really seasoned almonds, that kind of thing. And like those, you can just, I could kill a bag of those no problem in like a matter of just a couple of days. But that one, it's like, I eat like 5 or 6 of them, and it's like, whew, I'm good for a while. I'm good for a while. So yeah, those are good. Those are good. But the chocolate almonds are dangerous. Hard to exercise self-control. I understand. But yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a really good one. Meerkat says, I got a Costco tomorrow. That's right, man. That's great. I think my wallet's back there somewhere. But yeah, I always got the Costco membership card on me in case I get a hankering. Thank you, Kitty Cthulhu, for that raid, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kitty Cthulhu, for that raid. Do a little shout out for our homies. Oh, but not in all caps. Not in all caps, please. There we go. Kitty Cthulhu playing some eugenics. Oh, I see Alias there. Oh, shit. Now, Alias, if you orchestrated this, if you engineered this, then thank you. It's very generous. Never an expectation, but always appreciated. I know Alias has been like mainlining eugenics. You know, we're gonna like discover Alias passed out, belt tied around his arm, a needle stuck in it that just has a little cat on it. I know eugenics has been his soup of choice as of late. And I enjoy the eugenics streams, even though I have a hard time following them sometimes, because it's one of those where it's a little bit hard to follow what's happening if you haven't played the game yourself. But I have been enjoying the streams, and I've been enjoying how much he's been getting into it, because Alias is the kind of guy that like when he finds a game he loves, he will, as we call it in the industry, he will no life that shit. And I mean that not in a negative way, but it's like he is a dedicated lad. And I enjoy seeing his enthusiasm. Like, I live vicariously through it. Almost too much sugar. There you go, man. Aleph says, I'm a BJ's guy. You know, some folks love a good BJ. Some folks love a good BJ experience, Aleph. I'm not one to judge. I've actually never had a BJ before. No, I'll drop the act. I've never been to BJ's. I know what you're referring to, but I've never been there. I think that's more of a regional thing. I don't think we have them around here necessarily. Yes, Alias might have been involved. I was wondering. This game is really neat, by the way. So this is Morbid Metal. It is a spectacle fighter where you are a couple of robot fellas. You might say, well, Alex, I see one robot fella, but look at that. Oh, now I'm a different guy. So you have a couple different characters. I think there's actually a third guy I haven't unlocked yet. But eventually we will. Eventually we'll unlock the other fella. And when that time comes, I'm gonna be very excited because I enjoy the mechanic of switching guys on the fly, and like one is quick and nimble, the other one is slower and heavier, and there's like opportunities for cool combo maneuvers. It's pretty slick. But I'm looking forward to getting the third fella and seeing what they're all about. Maybe the third fella is all about range, because those flying guys are very annoying to deal with unless you have some kind of ranged attack. So that would not shock me. So let's do that. I pretty much have to keep the nanoblades forever. Wait, hold on. Just to make sure I didn't click the wrong thing. Lingering blades. Yeah, nanoblades. And that is what we have right now. Because there's another one called like nano something else. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, you can switch out different abilities. You can find extra power-ups. It's a roguelike. So there are there are like bonus abilities and well, just bonus power-ups, kind of like the ones I was just looking at there. These are the things we found during this run. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. In fact, there might be stuff up here. I had to guess. Some health. I'll take the health because I was getting slapped around a couple battles ago. Some bonus monies. So that's pretty nice. And there's secrets to find. There's like stuff that's hidden throughout. The game, I think, looks very pretty. It is early access. So, you know, full disclosure, you know, there are times where you might see a little bit of a graphical hitch or maybe like an odd, very slight bug or two. But overall, I'm enjoying this a lot. It is a Ubisoft game. It is a Ubisoft game, and I got this directly from Ubisoft, at like a review key for it, that is. I know Ubisoft is not everyone's favorite game developer or game publisher, and I get that. So I understand having some apprehension there. But I will say, I'm liking this a lot. It's very good. It is very good. Got the big one. Yeah, we got the big one and then the quick one as well. By the way, Kitty, if you have any clips you want to share, Alias knows whenever somebody raids, I always like to ask if there's clips you would like to share with us, because you are very nice. You shared your homies with us. That's super cool. You brought your peeps to me, despite not knowing what kind of jabroni degenerate shit I was gonna say when you raided. But I don't like for it to be like a one-way or a only benefiting one person kind of thing. I like for it to be mutually beneficial. So whenever a person raids and they share their homies with me, I try to share my homies with you. Like have the folks that are here get exposed to your content. That way everybody benefits. You know, I benefit because you raided, you brought your folks to me. And so it's like, all right, how can I make this be a beneficial thing for everybody? So if there was any clips you wanted to share, anything you were proud of from any stream at all, does not have to be from tonight's stream. Could have been from weeks, months ago, years ago. I'm not picky. I'm not picky in the slightest. So if there's anything you want to share with us, I'm super down. The courtyard. And this is going to be a combat challenge. I bungled the combat challenge last time. But no bungling this time. I've learned my lesson. Maybe. Maybe I've learned my lesson. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We do have a lot of quotes. And a lot of them are me saying something stupid. But a lot of them are people saying other stupid stuff too, like Johnson. Yeah. Yeah, which is actually... that's one of my favorites. I actually like that one a lot. That's a good one. Yeah, it's not just me quotes. True skill. No routines. Alright, don't do it. Just regular old attacks. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, I think I did not dodge. I tried to dodge, but I didn't. There we go. So, no fancy maneuvers. Which makes me a little bit sad, because I love the fancy maneuvers. Especially against these range fellas. Oh god. Oh god, it's getting weird. Hoop. Okay. Yeah, if nothing else, I can still do the little switcherino at the end. Hoop. The ground pound, there we go. He's out. Oh, shit. Hoop. Oh, he's not out. Ow. I kind of missed my cool little subroutine abilities. He's out. Ground pound, yep. Get his ass out of here. Take him out. Take his ass out to Party Town. To Pound Town. Alright. Doing alright, doing alright. Took more damage than I wanted to. Yeah, you can break the shield. I wasn't actually sure how this was gonna work. Nice. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I did not expect that all at once like that. I thought I had a moment. I did not have a moment. So yeah, not using little special abilities on that does make it tricky. Does make it tricky. Is this kind of like a roguelike? Yeah, it is. In fact, yeah. And it has that meta progression as well. As we were killing dudes, we were collecting little trinkets, little gubbins that we can spend in the little in-between area. The little like in-betweeny-weeny area. To permanently upgrade our fella. So, I don't have a lot of them. I only have 14 of the green boys, which is not much. It was unfortunately a fairly quick round. Not my most, not my finest performance. However, I can afford actually a few things here potentially. So I would say the chance to drop soul cores, which I think is the green boys. I think that's a soul core. That does unlock the next area, or next tier as well. Or more void matter. Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm not exactly sure what void matter is. It's not these things. That's nanochips. Void matter maybe is something you use for like powering certain abilities. Maybe I should just do both. I'll do both. Both is good. So I can't for anything else from here on out. Obviously, I can increase max health, get new stations added to the shop as that appears. So it's a roguelike, but also a spectacle fighter, which is pretty cool. I think the presentation looks great. I'm not exactly like a huge sucker for like, oh man, pretty graphics, but I think the presentation, the style is very much on point. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. It was developed by a developer I'd never heard of. It's called Screen Juice is the name of the developer. Very odd name for a well, just odd name. So it's a developer I'd never heard of before, but published by Ubisoft. Thank you, though, Kitty. I did see Kitty saying that they don't have any clips. If you change your mind, or if any of your lovely viewers have any clips you want to share, it is an opportunity that is open for you. Can be anything at all. Anything funny or entertaining or embarrassing or cringy or like moments of triumph, moments of tragedy. All of it is valid in my book. And that was satisfying. Nice being able to use the subroutines again, which is to say the special abilities. When I was trying to be a good boy and do the that combat challenge proper. The gun fella, full damage against or crit damage against full fellers. I would say in my heart of hearts, I probably prefer the heavy fella, the dude with the glaive. I mean, it's a badass looking weapon, and also, I mean, he looks badass too. But I think I probably prefer because he's got that really cool ground pound that I love. Which is great against ground enemies, but not so helpful against the flying guys and the range dudes. But they both do have their uses, so I'm kind of curious to see what the third character is going to be all about. I'm gonna guess that'll happen once I probably fight and presumably beat the first boss, which I've never even reached before. You have to even find the first boss. I keep dying too early, like a doofus. Blade form versus this one here, which costs the same. I mean, it's cool. Like one big mega blade, which can't attack multiple dudes. Sure, let's do it. It's good for crowd control. Nothing else is something to try. Something to try out. Any secrets? I don't know if I've seen this level configuration. The one downside is because it's in early access. There's not a ton of enemy variety. There's only 2 bosses implemented right now. And you do see a lot of the same kind of level chunks over and over. I presume that will improve as time goes on and as more gets implemented. But for now, you know, there are some limitations, as you would expect. Ooh. It can be forgiven. It's also been out for like 2 or 3 weeks, so it's pretty new. So it's newly in early access. Open with this guy. Oh, you. I do like how the ground pound knocks things down. Even the big guys, even the big fellers. Oh. And knock him down. There we go. Oh, shit. There's that ground pound I like so much. Such a great finisher. So barriers. Hit by Echo Strike. Second hit, right. Oh, Echo Strike. I misread what that meant. Okay, I see what they're saying. Right. Which is a good one for sure. That stunning is nice. And we don't have any reroll options yet either. Bury the start of combat actually might be better for my just overall survivability, because I don't really love either of those. Curious if there is anything that tells me what my current rating is, because I know there's like an overall rating for your run, for your iteration. I do wonder if you can like check what that is on the fly. You know, flying. I can't get over there, but there's something over there. Maybe we just kind of wrap around the other side, maybe. Otherwise we shall continue. I don't know if I've seen this particular level or level configuration. This chunk, this level chunk. What if it's going to wrap around and allow us to get to that one spot? But not just yet. Range fella first. There we go. Nice. Oh, I think I took damage. I did. Oh, I did take damage, but the barrier absorbed it. It was this motherfucker getting my ass. So I'll get his ass. Oop. You know what? We're gonna do one of these. Didn't quite kill him. Oop. There we go. It seemed like that we might have almost taken damage there. I think that was like we barely dodged out of the way, basically. Canterbury would using a special skill, which I think is the one that is the R button, which is good, but not amazing. Yeah, none of these are amazing necessarily. But it would be more barrier stuff. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. It could come in clutch in like really, really difficult boss battles. I thought there was blood for a second. It's like, why are there bloody chunks? Yeah, in certain like dire circumstances, that actually could be kind of helpful. But we'll continue. Look, I'm looking for secrets or for potentially breakable walls. So we have seen them with little cracks in them sometimes. Thing over there, yeah. I'm still looking to see if there's like a way for that to wrap back around. It's a pretty game, though. I do like the style. The graphical fidelity is nice, too. But I appreciate the vibes they're going for here. It's very satisfying. If I go this way... Alright. There we go. Get a little something, something for our troubles. Echo Implant instead of Echo Strike. Dash it to an enemy. Cause a cool explosion. Cool. Alright, yeah, we'll try it. It's not a ton of damage. But it scales to the damage dealt. Oh, okay, so it could potentially get really juicy. We'll try it. We'll try it. I can go back this way. Which kind of is, I think, more or less leading back to where we came from. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. Ooh, but also... another bonus. That's a heal, which we actually didn't need because I was at full health, I think. But not gonna complain. Yeah, this is where we started. Little kind of room area. Anything else around here before I commit to anything? Let's go back up that way, actually. Was there anything else? It's an invisible wall. Jump back over here, no problems. The lanterns do kind of sort of guide you a little bit. But not always, not always. Almost went in the forbidden place. Whoop, 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 whoop. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, there we go. I was in a place the game didn't want me to land. Was in a bad place. Right. Another little area I don't recognize with a fairly large looking arena. I wonder if that is probably not boss battle. Maybe? Not boss battle. Just a bunch of dudes. Whoop. There we go. Go for his ass. There we go. You're not dead. Stop it. Get help. Yep. Oh, that's so satisfying. I'm surprised that the ground pound attack even knocks these fuckers around. Oop. So yeah, so that first explosion that like blew that one dude up really good, I think was that echo explosion thingy. And it scaled very good with the damage we were dealing. So yeah, it seems like if you like have a bunch of things ready to go and you pop that first and then unload all of your other abilities, then it could explode in a very delicious meaning. In a delicious way. It absorbs more kinetic energy and it can heal you. That's kind of cool. So we're investing a lot into the barrier thread of sorts. Your barrier's depleted, gain additional movement speed for a little bit. That one. Yeah, we kind of went out of bounds for a minute there. Yeah, it was like, the game was clearly like, we don't want this. We don't want this. It feels weird. We have definitely seen invisible walls. We've definitely seen invisible walls. We've definitely seen moments where it's like, I've been, maybe not so much punished, but my ambition trying to do some like extra platforming has gotten me in trouble a little bit. Because if you fall out of bounds, or not out of bounds, but if you fall into an endless pit, you take a lot of damage. It's not instant death, but it is quite painful. So on the one hand, it's like I want to explore and heck around and try some illegal gamer crimes, but also I know that it's a risk. It can be a risky maneuver. No ledge grabs, by the way. That is a heal. I don't really need that right now. I feel like earlier I was saying how we never really get heals when I need them. And now when I don't need them is when the game is being very generous. So, I think that might be the shop. I think it is. Now the question is that a one-way ticket? Is that a broken bridge, or can I come back? Oh, I do see something up here, by the way. There we go. Extra monies. And that is monies for something like the shop, specifically. So not meta progression monies, but monies for only this one run. The game does encourage a healthy dose of exploration. Now I want to look for, like, other things that are, like, up high somewhere. The one we just grabbed just now. We know that's a combat challenge, and I think those are almost assuredly a, they're gonna lead to a dead end. I think this will be a dead end, so I think we can try this relatively safely. Offense is a good defense. You could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse. The barrier thing has helped me, and it's helped preserve my health bar, because by this point in the last couple runs, I was already up against the wall a little bit, but back against the wall. Right, and of course, we recognize that ominous temple in the background, that fortress. I died last time we tried this, but this time I've got full confidence. Full confidence. What game engine is this made with? I want to say maybe Unity, but I don't know for sure. I think it said at the very beginning, but I already forgot.
Every challenge brings you closer.
Have a good night, Meerkat. Thanks for hanging out, man. Go fast. Go fast and eat ass. You got it, baby. Actually, not who I want to play as. I want to play as you. Ow. See, why are you not dead, bro? Oh, God. Gonna say that way. Good damage. Also, very lucky dodge on that one. Those guys are done. That is so satisfying. And he's about to explode. Good damage. Not quite enough to, like, be a mega kill, but it was pretty good. Enough to kill? Not quite, not quite. There we go. I mean, we're definitely gonna get the completion on this one. Got the achievement for our first operator's trial. So that was the first time we actually did that properly. And now we get a special bonus. A special bonus. Percentage of max health per kill. That would help my ass out a lot. More critical hit chance. 20% is really good. That's very good. Or some more nano chips. Only for this run, obviously. Damage scales. Ooh, man, these are all good, man. These are all good. If I take this one, I basically shouldn't ever buy anything ever. Yeah. That's very tempting. More nano chips harvested per kill. And you get more damage, man. Great chance one, though. Man, oh man. 20% is kind of stupid. Because I might find something really good in the shop. Pretty sweet. So that was our first successful win against one of these trials. Now, this door is still closed, so I don't know how to open this door then. I just assumed. Oh wait, no. I'm full of shit. Yeah, this was it. This was it. So the door is where we first came from. Okay. So this is the one that was closed when we first entered. Got several options here. Backstab instead of blink strike. It's the fancy one, so sure. Max health, yes. Damage against airborne, yes. I'll take all of that. All of that, please. Please and thank you. So when I was saying how, oh man, we can go back to the shop, it's fine. Well, damn, I can't get back to the shop. That's kind of what I was banking on, but that's fine. That's fine. I mean, if I play my cards right, well, there'll be more shops. And this is going to be the run that's going to like take us all the way through the rest of the game. And I've got all the confidence in the world. And it is Unity, yeah. A lot of games with this level of fidelity usually are attributed to the Unreal Engine, but no, this is a good example to show that even the Unity engine can do some nice pretty things. Again, I'm not exactly like a gatekeeper when it's like, oh, garbage graphics, I'm never gonna play that game. It's like, man, I love games with crappy jabroni-ass graphics. But I will admit, yeah, it's nice. They did a good job with this one. Again, only early access, so I mean, hopefully this game does well, and there's a lot of people that will buy it, and the developers will be able to continue supporting it after launch. I think I did see the game has like a couple, like 1,000 or 2 reviews on Steam, and for being only a few weeks old, it's, you know, pretty darn good. Hope that there's a bright future ahead. By the way, sure enough, there is a way to go back to the shop, which is good because I got them monies. Got the monies, honeys. I had a feeling that was not going to be a one-way ticket. Whoa. I thought that was like something fading into existence. I was like, is there a guy just disappearing? No, it's just a plant. Just a plant. So that's the next area. I think the one up here is the shop. You'll need the health upgrade, which is nice, or health refillings. Did we open the door? We could physically see there was a shop behind here. Or am I wrong? I am wrong. Void matter. So we've heard about these. And I think that was the green boys, because now I have 30 of them. Yeah, 34. So the green boys are void matter, so that begs the question, what's the other one then? Soul something? Something soul. I'll have to check the kind of the meta progression again to see what we have. Can't look at it here. Yeah, I mean, it could be the red things, but I mean, we haven't actually found those, and I'm guessing that only comes from beating bosses. That make the most sense. At that, only one way to go. Only one way left, and it's gonna be this one. It's like a temptation to just keep sprinting. Like, keep sprinting forward. And, like, keep going fast. But at the same time, it's like, but I want to, find the cool stuff. I want to find the secrets. Ah. Wow, that was a perfect dodge. Good. I'm gonna use this one. And use it against yo ass. That is ass. Good. Whoop. Oh, did I take damage? No, I didn't. I did not take damage. I'm a fucking gamer. Never doubted myself. That was very satisfying. Very satisfying. Such big, chonky hits. Hefty, chonky, delicious hits. Special skills deal bonus damage against bosses when you've got a barrier active. That's kind of cool. Now, that won't be... I mean, that's good for bosses, but it's also like, I'm going to lose that barrier instantly, obviously. Of course, I'm not going to get that for very long. The movement speed is nice, but not really a deal breaker. Could reroll it. I'll take that one. Reroll would be kind of neat right about now. Where it came from. I'm guessing you can eventually get more barriers. I guess that's the thing, if you have the one you start with, each combat, and then the one where you use the special skill, you get an additional barrier, you could potentially stack them. Potentially. It doesn't say you can't. So we know this takes us to the shop. Yes. So we got that backstab or the fancy blink strike. Yeah, I'll take that one. Gun to my head, I might prefer that one slightly just because the quicker cooldown is kind of nifty. Yeah, it's the fancy version. I'll take it.
Join me, would you?
We'll take it. I'm pretty sure this is the shop. The Emporium. And we unlocked one additional station at the Emporium using the meta progression little fellas at the start earlier. We don't need to spend money on heals, which is nice. The Corpora Enhancer. Upgrades and equipped Corpora. I'm assuming you choose which one to upgrade. I'm assuming. Routine for Flux specifically. Routine for Echo specifically. Can I look or will it just automatically do it? Oh, I think we're just picking one, yeah. More maximum health or more things, more damage against airborne dudes. Give me more health, that's nice. Only once per, that's fair. Fair, I suppose. And then what do I have right now? I have... There we go. So I have nothing for Echo and one for Flux. So give me one for our boy Echo.
I'm keen to see what you'll do with it.
Second swing, or he gets the super armor. Second swing's stunning thing is nifty. Only while using skills is the thing. I'll take that one. And I mean, I got the money for it. Sure. Why the hell not? Buy the whole thing out, man. Do the whole deal. Killing will cause a recast. That's kind of sick. So you could chain things together like a sick-ass sicko. Additional hits on these. I kind of like the idea of potentially chaining some cool shit together. It was shortly after the last time we were here. Last time we went to the Emporium, bought some cool upgrades. We like died in like the very next encounter, I think. Or like shortly after this. So we're approaching the farthest we've ever gotten in this game in a single run. All right. What awaits us? Yeah, I think it'll be a standard combat round. All right, put me in.
Mistakes. Don't repeat them.
There we go. I don't want to focus the range fellas for obvious reasons. They're a goddamn menace. Yep. That little perfect dodge combo thing is really, really nifty. I love it. Love that for us. Get his ass. His ass has been gotten. Whoop. Oh shit. Took a actual hit there. Oh god. Oh shit. I was actually gonna go for the cool guy move. That's still a pretty cool guy move too, though. I like that a lot. That perfect dodge counter is so satisfying. Oh god, I think I dodged out of that one. I didn't mean to. There we go. That was very satisfying. I think I dodged out of that one. I didn't mean to. Not done. Just see, I'll just break that shit, bro. Fucking do it. There we go. Got an achievement for getting a triple S rank. Now, whether or not I've like locked it in, I think we locked it in, right? Yeah. Our first triple S rank little combat situation. We had a lot of cool moves we were able to use, though. A lot of cool moves, a lot of like ways to kind of spread out and mix it up a whole lot versus just doing like one thing over and over again. A certain critical chance, I like that. I mean, these are all pretty solid. These are all pretty solid. That one. It's also a very lucrative run. 45 of the little the void sphere things is pretty nifty. I think we pretty much determined that this is going to be just a pickup. Not predetermined what the pickup is, but just a little bonus. Not gonna say no. Actually, I might say no to this one because I think we've invested into nano blades specifically. Link strike. Oh, nano strikes instead of nano blades. So maybe I'm wrong, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Wonder what devil's bargains are. That sounds ominous. So yeah, I think actually we'll take that one then. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, that was what that one. Oh wait, no, hold on. I think I got it back. I think I got it backwards. The one that's on the ground is nano blades. Oh yeah, no, that's good because the one I have is nano strikes. Right. There we go. Yeah, so that's the one I should keep. We've kind of inadvertently invested into having the nano strikes. Ooh, that's a sneaky one. That's easy to miss. I'm glad that was pointing that out to me. Very helpful. Very helpful. Anything else? No, sir. Where we came from, of course. I'm like looking like under the stairs. I'm looking for more secrets, man. Looking for the sneaky secrets. Oh, I do see that. My Legend of Zelda and Binding of Isaac sense is kicking in. I want to put a bomb there. Sonic the Hedgehog slash. It is cheaper and the wide range is nice. The other one is multiple attack. I mean, fuck it. It's like the elevated version. It's the green version. So I'll do it. Like overall, it's probably considered the better one, but I do kind of like the one we start with, though. Extra pickup. We're getting more monies, which is good because we spent a lot of money earlier. And as cool as this is, it's very open looking. I think the whole point was just to have a extra spawn right there. We're all set. Let us keep going. Keep on schmoving. Alright, what's gonna be? Oh, I thought I was gonna have to fight something. Can go that way for a bonus pickup, or that way for what is probably the correct direction. Oop, oop. Oh man, I almost timed that poorly. We just barely got it. It's not like an instant kill, but it's a lot of damage if I get hit by that. So just don't get hit by it. That's the answer. So oftentimes that is the answer to most of these kinds of things in life. Or void matter. Yeah, confirm that is the little green pickups. That's what the void matter is. So the question of what the soul thingamajiggy is, that is the part I'm unclear on. Because there was a separate pickup that is like soul gems, soul orbs, something like that. Anyway, that's a good one to have clarified. I almost wish that maybe if you like pause the game and check your inventory, if you could like mouse over them, it would show what the name of them is. There was a way to kind of like clarify that for anybody who like me was maybe not exactly sure which one was which. There we go. And of course, every time you do that grapple, it does reset your jumps and your dodges, your dashes rather, which is helpful for chaining those little dodge maneuvers. That structure over there, which is kind of curious. Still looking for secrets, still looking for potential opportunities. Alright. So with this one, it's not so much a matter of like waiting for it to go away. Oh shit! That was a lot of damage. It not only damages you, but you do lose your jump. So it is a bit of a double whammy. Oh, I think it went backwards, like a doofus, yep. I should have just held the line. That's the thing, too, like, sometimes hard to tell. Is it at the lasers or just before the lasers? I think that one is actually at the lasers. A little bit tricky to tell with the depth perception sometimes. So it took a little bit of damage there. We have seen some heals. We still got the barrier thing to help us. Damage against that guy. He's out of there. Get his ass. He's out. Good. Yeah, focusing the range guys first is a very much a relief. Big damage. Whoop. Yep. Do that one too. I sure can. Oh. Be cool if I could get the kill on you with that explosion, but yeah, probably not. There we go. And I've noticed I'm having a hard time doing that really quick switcherino, where you knock the dude upwards, you switch to the fast guy, you jump and do the aerial combo. I've been having a harder time getting that to connect, and I think it might be because there's like a slight delay with certain animations that I'm not considering. I'm not taking into account. All right, so I think the one I have is Nano Blades right now. It's either Nano Blades or Nano Strike. No, I have Nano Strikes. I have Nano Strikes, so I should not take this one. Right. Yeah, I should take that one. Let me double check my notes. Was that correct? Nano Strike. That's one I've got. So I should continue to invest into that one. Grapple spot up there. Don't think I took any more damage. I think we did pretty good that time. Good boys and girls. Juggled Matrix. Sure. Yeah, what I want to do is do this and then jump up. Yeah, do that and then do that follow. That's what I'm always wanting to do, but I feel like in the heat of the moment, there's like something I'm bungling with the inputs. And maybe the idea is, oh, I think it's I jump. That's what it is. It's if I jump and switch in midair. If I switch from this guy, jump and switch in midair. Like that time it worked, but it seems like sometimes, yeah, you kind of kind of fast fall down. I think that's what's been getting me. So it's like you have to get the timing very tight. You have to do it right after you switch. Yeah, even then, yeah, it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what I ought to do is after I do that attack, switch and then jump. And then do the follow-up. That's what you gotta do, I think. So anyway, now I know. Those kinds of things you gotta, like, rewire into your brain. Those kind of habits when it built in. So you have the muscle memory. You don't have to think about it. It becomes second nature. That's where these kind of spectacle fighters really thrive, I think. That's when, like, things really start to click in place. And it really gets satisfying. Get some bonus monies. Some delicious nano chips. I'm more of a potato chip guy, but I'm not one to yuck someone's yum. Also a bonus. Yeah. In this particular area before. The highest number of the special little void fellows that I've ever found. Also the nicest number, because it's 69, which is the fun number. We got Game Fox with that raid. Thank you, Game Fox. Thank you, my friend. We're playing a really cool little game tonight. This is Morbid Metal. Sorry, I started to morb out for a second there. This is Morbid Metal. This is a cool little roguelike that came out into early access a few weeks ago. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's in early access. It's like I said, been out for a few weeks, but it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. It's like a spectacle fighter. It's a combination of, or a mix, I guess, of, say, I don't know, Nier Automata, something like Nier Automata or Bayonetta, mixed with Warframe with its movement, and also like a smattering of Risk of Rain with the roguelike aspect. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm liking it a lot so far. And like, yeah, Devil May Cry, like those kind of spectacle fighters. It's pretty slick. It's pretty slick. So I'm enjoying it a lot. The game came out a few weeks ago, and we got a review key from Ubisoft. It's a Ubisoft, not developed game, but published game. The developer is a developer I never heard of. It was Screen Juice, I think is the name of the developer. Very weird name for a company, but they've made a banger of a game. I'm really enjoying this so far. There's only a few bosses and not a huge amount of enemy variety. But again, early access, so that can be forgiven. Doing some Far Far West, which of course I know has the demo out right now. Although, I guess maybe there's the full... I know the full game will be out eventually. I don't think it's out yet. And, Doggy needs to go potty. Yeah. I know you need to hop off for a moment there, Game Fox. If you have any clips you want to share, if you're still listening in, if you have any clips you want to share, you can definitely be my guest. Game Fox has rated me many times, so she knows the deal. Game Fox knows how we kind of do things here. I think I took damage, though, like a doofus. Oh, God, I'm getting fucked up. Oh, my God. Oh, I got the dodge counter, at least. But these guys are particularly aggressive. Much like the pizza, these guys are extra aggressive. So I gotta get good, man. Do I have this thing ready yet? Not yet ready. Oh, shit. There we go. There's that one. That's the one I wanted to do earlier. And do the follow-up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, shit, I got interrupted. We'll do one of these. To say I should make him explode. Good damage. Whoop. So I got fucked up, man. These guys did crazy amounts of damage, and I have been humbled. Humbled quickly. Actually, I want to fight. I want to hit the range guy. I think the range guy is what messed me up earlier. Did I get him? There we go. You guys messed me up. Still got a good rating. Still got an A rating on that one, but man, I got slapped. I got slapped real good and real unfun. I mean, it was still fun, but really, the slapping was less than ideal. We don't have nano blades. We have nano strikes. I'll take that one. Oof. Took a lot of damage there, so less than ideal. But just means I gotta get good, man. Just gotta rise to the occasion. But no, thank you again, though, GameFox. If you or any of your viewers have any clips to share, you can, of course, be my guest. No pressure, though. I know GameFox said that it's already getting late. It's indeed almost 2 a.m. on my time, so I was hoping after this run inevitably ends, I'd be able to do one more. Depending on how long this one goes, we might have to call this the last one, but I'm always a sucker for a good, like, one more run situation. And this is one of those games where a one more run can potentially get dangerous. That being said, the runs themselves don't tend to go super, super long. I mean, which is to say, I tend to die pretty quickly. So I'm not great at this game, but I am enjoying it a lot. And the nice thing about spectacle fighters like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, is that you feel so badass when you're pulling off the flashy maneuvers. And it's all about style. It's all about being stylish and looking like a super cool badass while you're fighting the bad guys. So it's good. It's good for, like, making the brain feel nice and fuzzy. The happy brain fuzzies. Now, if that's some health, I'm gonna feel really good about this. It's some health. I feel good about this. It's not a lot, but it helps. Every little bit counts, man. The money's, by the way. Hoop, hoop, hoop. I can just grab it from midair. That's fine, too. There are secrets. There are extra bonus fellers to find and to appreciate. Take this one real quick. What we got here? That is the Echo Strike one. I really like that implant. I think I might stick with the Echo implant. That's a really good one. Echo Strike is solid, but man, that implant has been doing the work for us, man. It's been doing the work. A lot of great opportunities for that one to synergize with other cool abilities and other special attacks. Been liking that a lot. Anything else around here? I think we're in pretty good shape. We're in pretty good shape. Now, one thing I kind of want to do, it just occurred to me, it'd be nifty if there were other ways to switch characters, like, deliberately. And what I might do, if the game will allow it, is instead of having... Oh, there's 4 characters to switch as. Okay, well, that changes things. I was going to say, give me mouse wheel. I was going to say, give me mouse wheel to scroll up or scroll down. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be quite the same. I mean, the quick switch with the right click is very nifty. Like, that's really nice. But yeah, I was thinking, like, I guess you could do, like, yeah, scroll up, scroll down, middle mouse click. I do have the side buttons, too. We do have the side buttons. Yeah, it's like if you want to switch to a particular dude or dudette, that could be neat. Although in the UI, in the bottom left, it only shows 3 spots. There is a 4th spot in the bottom, but the number 4 doesn't map to anything. So maybe for like the game as it is right now, maybe they have only implemented 3 characters instead of the full 4. Good starting attack. There we go. But once again, focusing on the range guys for fairly obvious raisins. I got fucked up real good there. It's kind of easy to lose yourself. There we go. When you are focused on those dudes that are kind of far away from a lot of the action. The combo I love so much. There we go. Oh, shit. That is so freaking cool. Let's reach him. It ought to. It reached everybody. Fucking murdered all of them. Well, all but one. Whoop. triple S, or the double S rating. Actually, no, not double, just one. Oop. Oop. And explosion. Got his ass. Nice. I think that was just a single S rating, but still felt good. Upslam spawns 2 ripples. Not 2 nipples, 2 ripples. I think Upslam is the one I have right now. I don't have lingering or nano blades. I have nano strikes. I'll take nipples 1.0 for 500, Alex. Yeah, am I right? Is that what that is? Yeah, it is the Upslam. Much like the up dog, that's the Upslam. The temptation to try to jump on that platform, knowing, well, not even a platform, that structure. Jumping on that structure, I think I know better. I think I know better. So I probably won't try it, but the temptation. The masculine urge to jump on things you know are not platforms and try to treat them as platforms. To do some like, out-of-bounds shenanigans. Sounds good, Kitty. Thank you again for that raid. Thank you very much for that raid, Kitty. Thank you for bringing your folks over. Taking Alias's suggestion for me as a raid target despite my jabroni ass saying a bunch of nonsense. A bunch of like weird... bunch of fucking weird like vulgar bullshittery. But I do appreciate you. Thank you for that raid. And thank you again to Alias for guiding said raid. Let's see. That's the better version of the blades. Man, that's the thing. I've already committed. I've already committed to the nano strikes. So I think I'll stick with what I got right now, which is a shame because that is quite good. That is quite good. Welcome back, Game Fox. Thank you again for that raid. I know you were doing some art tonight, Game Fox. If there was any clips you wanted to share, or if you wanted to share any art screenshots with us for whatever you were working on, no pressure, of course, but I'm always happy to see what the homies are up to. And you are indeed one of the cool homies, and I appreciate you a whole bunch. And yeah, this game is very good. I'm liking this game a lot. It's very stylish. It's very good. It is an early access, and we have seen, you know, maybe some limitations as far as like what's been implemented so far, but there's a good game here, and I've got high hopes that the developers will be able to continue supporting it, liking it a whole bunch. Oop, there we go. Sometimes there's like a secret little fella somewhere in here that's hiding in plain sight. No dice. Is there a hidden wall? There is. Oh, bam. Got here. Some useful data. Don't mind if I do. That's Seismic Rift versus the Sonic Slash. The Seismic Rift is good. It is very good. Of course, the Slash has such a wide reach. Man, I don't know. They're both good. I think I will take that one. It doesn't have as wide of a reach and doesn't have as far of a reach either, but the damage is kind of off the charts. Kind of nuts. There we go. It's good to see you, Game Fox. Oh, you're right. You're right. Tonight was Far, Far West. You're right. You're right. I did see that. My brain like short-circuited. That's right. Yeah, last time you were doing some art. Tonight was Far, Far West. Hope you're enjoying it. We did play the demo for that a few months ago when they did their first playtest. I don't know if the game is out or if it is also in playtest mode. That is really neato. Whoop, shit. Whoop, whoop. Can I do that little maneuver? Whoa, shit. Oh, shit. There we go. Not who I meant to attack, but sure. I'll take it. Oh, God. Yep. Gonna knock these guys upwards real quick. And then go for the full punish of sorts. Gonna do this. Probably just gonna kill the shit out of him, yep. Oh, I killed everything! Holy fuck, that explosion was sick. I didn't expect that to kill everybody, but I'm not complaining. Airborne and juggled enemies hit by the ground shatter move. Oh, that's actually really nice. Implants that explosion thingy. I might take that one. Like how it's called, Fly Swatter. And I use Nano Strike, so I shouldn't take that one. Maybe I should just take it because it's 4 out of 5 equipped. I think the idea is that it's like building up to a set of them, basically. That was a very satisfying finale on that one. And okay, so it is in a purchasable state, so in early access, but still, that is nice because yeah, we played the playtest and we liked it. It's pretty chaotic, so like it was one of those where we were like, well, we enjoy this, but we're gonna kind of pay attention and see where it goes. So yeah, if it gets a Game Fox recommendation, that's encouraging. I remember you shared that one clip with us where you were using the pickaxe and you were testing to see if the pickaxe did melee damage. And the answer was yes, and he found out by just fucking deleting that one homie's health bar. Just completely went from, like, full to nothing. And by the time you realized it was too late, it was like, bop, 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 and they just got fucking melted. Just deleted their ass entirely. Thank you, though, GameFox. Thank you for that raid. And once again, if you have any clips to share, I'm always super, super down. Super duper. Also got some health. And a little bonus area. Oh. Mind if I do? Oh, now, brown cow. Obviously, got to do the ground pound. Obviously. Anything over there? I think the answer is no. Again, I'm like looking for secrets, man. I love a good secret hunting experience in a game like this. When I wasn't expecting that this game would have that kind of opportunity. I didn't think this was going to be that kind of game to have secrets. So it makes my hobbit heart happy to be digging around for shinies. You should working on yesterday. Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfect. I'd love to see that. Love to see what that's all about. Under art. Here we go. Here we go. This is very sweet. I love this a lot. This is a good little buddy. This is a good little buddy. This is very nice. And so this is what you're working on yesterday during your stream. That's very fun. Are you thinking you might turn it into an emote or like be part of like a VTube design? Still got some shading you want to do with it, but I mean, I would say there's already all kinds of opportunity here. It's very fun. It's very fun. I love the LGBT representation. I love the little raccoon fox fella. Love, a lot to appreciate. Eye colors on point. Yeah. Yeah, it's very good. That makes me happy. That's very good. It's for a friend of yours. That's wonderful. Well, I don't know if they've seen it already, but if I had to guess, if they have seen it, I bet they love it. If they have not seen it, I bet they're going to love it. I'm not exactly a soothsayer. I don't have my clairvoyance is not always on point, but I feel pretty good about this one. They've already seen it. They love it. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Yeah, some of the other emotes. Here we go. Yeah. I've seen the one you have. I've seen the one that you have. Yeah, that's really fun. Now okay, so I see you call them pride potatoes, but I really appreciate that the name of the so one is the pride tato, the other one is gay tato. Let's be real. Let's be real. They're both fun names, but I know which one I like more. Gay tato just rolls off the tongue so much better. And you know it's a good gay thing if it rolls off the tongue. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. I mean, rolling off the tongue is how it ought to be. But yeah, that's some good stuff. Ground Shatter versus Upslam. Well, it's a bummer because the Ground Shatter actually does sound like a genuine upgrade, but I've kind of committed to doing the Ground Slam shit. Or the Upslam. The Updog shit. I like the Updog. Because Updog, we have the nipples. Ground Slam, if I'm pounding the ground, I don't have the nipples. But with the Upslam, with the Updog, you get the nipples. And you need the Updog nipples, or else it's all gonna fall apart. So even though this is tempting, I feel like I need to stick with the Upslam, the Updog. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah. I'm gonna keep playing, of course. Of course. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for that raid, Gabe Fox. I know it's getting late. It's getting late. We're all a bunch of late night degenerates, but it means we're all having a good old time. It means we're having fun on our streams, having fun with the games. And is there another bonus over here? I think this just brings us back. Oh, this does not bring us back. This is a whole ass different direction. A whole ass, but not an asshole different direction. Oh, never mind. No, this is just, that's the intended exit. Okay, so that's just a different way to get it. Because I think what I did is I took the jumpy boy. What did I do? I went like a different, I went like a weird direction somewhere. Oh shit, almost went right off the edge. Somewhere I saw an opportunity. I seized it. I go back this way. Because now I'm wondering. I thought it was a grapple. It was a grapple. Yeah. Oop. When did I do this? Oh, okay, I just went up high. That's all it was. Okay, because in my mind I was like, wait, is there another path I've not considered? The answer is no. Degenerate, just as we ought to be. Just the way it was intended. Designed from the start. And another combat? Oh, okay. I'm like running in the middle, ready to fucking throw down. And then I'm like, wait, there's nobody here. Well, I'll look for secrets. I did see a little upgrade station. I will look at that in a moment. I was ready to go, man. I was like, let me at him, let him. Surrender chips for health, which I actually might do, as I am at an unfortunately low health situation. Maybe this is going to lead to the boss battle, because this is not like the traditional kind of shop. This is like a different kind of shop. This is an advanced shop experience. Not the Emporium, as it were. And I guess this might be before something big. Big and the opposite of small. I'm 10 McGubbins short of a 1,000. Of a 1,000. Not that that's a deal breaker, or even a deal maker, but it is not lost on me. Tantalizingly close we are. I'm looking for any extra secrets, but there might not be any. There might not be any. Or spend the money. I could explore up here, but I have a sneaking suspicion if I get past a certain point. Ooh, there we go. That looks awfully ominous. Let's just explore down this way. See what our options are here. What do we got? Whoa. So we got a protocol enhancer. Okay. Corpora enhancer. Corpora recycler. Discard something to gain a new one. Are there any corporas I'm over here like, that I could go without? Maximum health is good. Damage on airborne. Damage against juggled fellers. We don't do a ton of juggling. I would like to do more, but it's not a thing that happens all that often. It's probably not going to help for boss battles. I'll definitely get these. Health go up. It's weird how... Okay, you have to scroll. There we go. Probably maximum health. Yeah, I feel like none of... I mean, anti-air, that's good. But again, is that going to help with the boss battle? Whatever the boss battle is. If it's a flying fellow, that's great, but it probably won't be. I'll take the thing that's always going to help us. So, I'm going to guess this means it goes from... Yeah, it goes from green to blue, basically, yeah. And that implant one is really good. Really, really good. I think I'll take that one. And then I will drop the rest of my monies on some heals. And by rest of my money... Actually, yeah, I really do mean rest of my money. That puts us right pretty much at the limit. I was secretly hoping when we increased our max health...
Will you make it all worthwhile? The past awaits.
Oh my. I was secretly hoping that that increasing our max health would also restore our full health, or to restore us to full health, kind of like the heart containers in Legend of Zelda. Alright. What's the first boss gonna be? What's it all gonna be? It could potentially be the third form. Third character. We have to, like, fight him to defeat him, to, like, add them to our arsenal. Saru. Saru's lair. Sorry. No, Saru, you're gonna be Saru when I'm done with your ass. I'm gonna make you sorry. Saru. You have to, like, pronounce it a certain way to make it hit. Make it land in a certain way. For secrets, I can't help it. I can't help it, man. It's in my blood. Of course they closed the door behind me. Of course. Why wouldn't they? Alright. Can we fucking do it? We're at full health. The starting barrier thing. What's this? We gotta hit the gong? That's actually kind of cool. Can I just leave without it? Can I just be like, fuck this? I don't see no exit. So I think we have no choice but to get a little freaky with it. Long. Here we go. Boss battle incoming. It's a big man. Big man on campus. Fucking mecha gorilla fella. Alright. It is not a flying guy. Whoop. Oh god. He attacks really quick. Oh, it does the ground pound. Yep. Yep. Oh my god. I got like stuck underneath him for a second. Probably he does a few ground pounds sometimes. Yep, trying to observe. Well, my guy's like doing the little shooty pooties. Yep, there's the double. Down. Oh my god. That like first strike is real fast. Whoa. So not going super well. Fortunately, I wasn't able to really capitalize on that one as much as I would have liked. If I like play kind of defensively, oh shit. I'd be ready for that punch. That punch is brutal. I think I did dodge out of that one. Of course, there's no real stunning to this guy, as far as I can tell. Oh shit. A little bit dangerous. Oh, he fucking punched my ass. Damn, yeah. That first punch, like once he starts a combo, it's not so bad, but that first one's like, whoopah! So you gotta be really careful with that one. Unfortunate. Yeah, I felt like I was, like, yeah, that's how it's gonna go. The first time you fight something like that is gonna be trying to study the pattern. So unfortunate. The third guy is gonna be called Vecta, by the way. So we know the name. Yeah, so Eku was doing more damage. I feel like I was using Flux more, but Eku, if not just from that explosion ability, which is great, that explosion ability is probably not going to be so good against that boss, except for moments where you have everything else available for it. You got like the extra special abilities, the ones that take the R button, the ones that take a long time to charge up. If you have those ready to go, then you can like really steamroll some big damage. But this game is really cool. This is a very cool game. It's a bummer we didn't beat the boss. One of two. There's two bosses, by the way. So there's, and which I'm assuming means there's two like general areas, two biomes. So we got to the end of the first biome, which is good. Which is basically to say we've seen about half of the game. There's still one extra character we've yet to unlock. And of course another whole biome, which presumably means there's enemies we've not seen, at least one boss we haven't seen, and of course also special abilities we've not seen. Got a whole bunch of these things. I'm thinking, so now that we know that, yes, void matter, that's these things. So, yeah, soul cores. I'm going to assume that maybe a soul core, is that what this is? Maybe, I guess I don't know. It has an S on it. Yeah, void matter is what we use here, with the V even. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that might be exactly it. Yeah, nanochips. So sometimes it tells you what certain things are. That's for during the runs. That's the gold fellas. Yeah, that one has V, that one has it. Maybe that's what that is. Soul cores. I would say definitely invest more into this one. What else we got here? Vitality Fabricator can spawn. I'm gonna guess it's probably like more like a healing station, basically. Devil's Bargain. I'm gonna guess that has like risk rewards to it. Aiden's Blessing. That sounds nice. See, these are things that spawn in the runs, as opposed to only at the Emporium, which is the shop area. I would say that sounds helpful. Regular skill damage. Like that too. Special skill. The cooldowns go better. For sure, I want to get me some more of these things. As more of these, just in general, means we'll have like more upgrade opportunities in the future. Do I just want to go all in? I think I'm going to go all in on this one. So I went all in, maybe not fully all in, obviously, but like it's one of those where you spend money to make money. You spend the upgrade points so we can get more of those upgrade points with future runs. So that will kind of speed up the rate with which we're able to acquire the fun monies, these void particle or void, whatever they're called, void matters, void matter units, so that we can get more of these permanent upgrades, which of course will help tremendously. As for the other fellers, and maybe I should be blowing all my money there, because I think these are also going to be upgraded. Oh, no, they can't be upgraded, but right, this requires the... Yeah, if you wanted to, like, start a run with a different ability. That costs what may or may not be the soul orbs. Soul crystals, or the S ones are called. had to guess, this is probably also something similar. I can't quite remember. Yes, that's exactly. These are corpora that you can enable. And that's Voxus with the raid. We've had a lot of raids tonight, man. We've had a lot of raids. Well, I was gonna wrap up, but we can do one more. Voxus raids us. We'll do one more run for funsies. The game is very fun. It's a very good one, and I'm not sad to do one more attempt before we wrap up for the night. Thank you, Voxus, for the raid. Thank you for the well-wishing about the happy affiliate anniversary. To be honest, I had no idea it was coming. I don't do a good job of paying attention to these things, to these dates, but I saw the little pop-up as well, so I was like, oh, apparently that happened some number of years ago, so thank you for the well-wishing. Adding it to the pile, man. He says, adding it to the pile. Thank you, Voxivs. Thank you. It's very generous. And as always, Voxivs, you know my rule. You know my deal, man. You've been here so many times. You've been so good to me over the years, and I think it's been a couple years now. If you have any clips to share, you already know. You already know what it is. I love getting to see what the homies are up to, and you are indeed one of the homies. And so my favorite way to express gratitude whenever people raid is to make sure that they get something out of it too. See, like you bring your folks to me, they check me out. I should have my folks check you out. That way everybody does a little something, something. Everybody wins. Playing some of that Resident Evil Requiem. I hope you're enjoying it. I've heard really, really damn good things about it. Hope you're enjoying it. This is a cool little game, by the way. This is Morbid Metal. Morbid Metal, it is a roguelike with some big spectacle fighter energy. It's really cool. It's really cool. The spectacle fighter of sorts. So you get like the spectacle fighter vibes with Devil May Cry, with Nier Automata, but also you get the roguelike aspect of games like Risk of Rain, but also the movement is kind of Warframe-y, like Warframe inspired. It's really good. It's really good. I was able to get a review key for this one through Ubisoft, which is very nice of them. They're not the developer, but the other game's publisher. The developer is actually a developer I've never heard of before. It is Screen Juice. Screen Juice. And you might think to yourself, that's a weird fucking name, Alex. You wouldn't be wrong. It's a little weird. But I'm liking this game a lot. It's very stylish. You feel like a badass. You have multiple characters you can play as. So by default, you start as just the sword guy. You start as the sword guy, but you then gain the this heavy fella. So, and it's nice you can switch out on the fly. And one of my favorite things to do is use the special ability to knock things upwards, and then switch, and then do like the aerial combos, and then do the follow-up with the ground pound. It's a very satisfying combo. So they definitely encourage you to switch it up. And because each dude just has a basic combo with a few extra moves. So the way to like mix it up and get, of course, the better rating, because you are, of course, earning a score as you're playing the game. The better way to like increase your chances of a higher score is by switching it up constantly, hitting a nice variety of moves and characters and special abilities. It's very satisfying, especially when it really clicks into place. It is early access, so there are some slight hiccups from time to time, a couple of technical issues, every once in a blue moon, you know, a frame rate dip, that kind of deal. But overall, this one's got the juice. It's got the juice, and I'm liking it a lot. It's got the juice, and it is also on the loose. Yeah, I do recommend it. It is very enjoyable. Blink Strike versus the teleport behind you, nothing personal, kid. Tempting. It is comparable damage, but the cooldown's a little bit not great. I think I might stick with the one we have right now. Oh, here we go. Oh, I've heard about the Berserker mod. This is the RE4 remake one, right? Is it the RE4 remake mod? Oh, shit. Let's take a look. Because I've heard about this Berserker mod, and apparently it's fucking nutty. Apparently it is goddamn a mess. See, my browser's done that very cool thing where it has logged me out of everything. I love that. You see that up there? Sign up, log in. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll make a Twitch account one of these days. You know, maybe I'll make a Twitch account. I don't know. Maybe I'll get around to it. It seems like once every week or maybe once every 2 weeks, my browser will just do this where it'll be like, I'm just going to log out of everything. And it means everything. Like Twitter, email, all of it. It's like, bro, it's so fucking annoying. So I have to relog in everything. So anyway. Let's take a look at what Vox is up to, man. What do we got? There's one for... Oh, this is Requiem. Oh, shit. Okay. Berserker mods are everywhere. Because I've seen the one for RE4. Oh, my God. Jesus. God. Whoa. Brutal. Just brutal. You are dead. I mean, he might be dead. He might live. Yeah, it's the bullshit enhancer, right?
Oh my god, bro. That
was
a,
a
jump scare
little
and
quick.
half. I heard the footsteps and I'm like, oh, that's probably like Chunk walking around or something.
It was Big Man.
No.
It was Big Man on campus.
That,
I love the kitty cat cam.
Was,
It's a fluffy buddy right there.
I recognize the footsteps
Also
too
sleepy
late.
buddy.
Holy moly. Oh my god.
I need that one more time. One more time. Yo, what's up, cat tip?
Okay,
Yeah, Twitch is a weird place. Questionable place. I don't know if I'm gonna do it one of these days. We'll see. I hear the stomps. I hear something. Yeah, and that's the thing too. You see him and he starts to run away, and I guess he's like, he probably has like a mega reach. Yeah, because he's suddenly just fucking there, just teleports in front of you. Nothing personnel, kid. Jesus. That was a good Voxiv's noise, by the way. I love that noise. The high pitched one in particular. Hold up. We gotta do this the slow motion. We gotta do slow motion. And I'm not being like I'm not being facetious. I legit enjoy a goofy noise like this. This makes me happy. As Lord knows, I make dumb noises all the time. Here we go. Get ready. Here we go. And the reaction is warranted, because see what happens when you get got. It's not like, oh, I mean, I guess he's kind of low on health, but still, it's like, oh, he picks me up. And I'm just fucking like, you're just dead. He just unalives you right there. So it's one thing where it's like, oh shit, this is gonna suck, versus that's the fucking game. That's a fucking ball game. So that was a very warranted reaction, because that's fucking just your ass is deleted. Your ass is grass and he is mowed it. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. That was a solid jump scare. It was a good reaction. Yeah, you saw just like his wrist. You saw his wrist and you knew exactly what to do, or to try to do at least, but dude's just too fucking fast, man. Or something. Or he just has enormous reach. Being such a big guy. It's a big honking guy, man. Thank you for sharing that with us, Foxivs. Thank you for sharing and letting me watch and glean enjoyment out of your suffering. Yeah, I've heard that mod is wild. I've heard that mod is a wild one, and yeah, not for the faint of heart for sure, but I've heard it's very good. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm also glad you're just enjoying Requiem in general, because yeah, I've heard very good things about it. And I mean, I guess we're kind of on a pretty good spree of generally well-received Resident Evil games. We all remember Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, maybe to a lesser degree 6, but there were some low periods during the series. And actually no, I guess 6 was been remembered pretty well, but like yeah, it seems like we're on an upswing, and now Capcom is firing on all pistons. That makes me happy. But it also makes me happy that the modding scene is getting so weird. So weird, we would just say the good kind of weird. The good kind of weird. But we're gonna get back into this one though, and I am enjoying this a lot. I was contemplating the backstab or the blink strike. I think I might keep the blink strike. I might like lean more into, unless it's like a general upgrade, I might lean more into the quicker cooldown moves, just because that way I'm able to spam them more and use them better for getting my combo meter up, my rating score up. Let's stick with what we have right now. But if I find like the green or blue version of the slower attacks, then I might be convinced. So we'll see. And you hadn't saved in a while too, so that's like an added bit of the game hitting you with the fuck you energy. And the fact that it just instantly murdered you is extra mean, extra mean. But it did make for a good clip, and you know what? That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes the most tragic moments make for some of that good word we all love. That good content. Now, can I just jump from here? Am I gonna make that jump? Can I make that jump? Can I break these cuffs? Yes, I can break those cuffs. All for a little bit of money. Like, yeah, I saw this little area from afar, but I was like, I don't know how I can reach it. I guess I could have maybe just reached it from there. Hoop, hoop, hoop. Yep. Okay, so we could have just made it from there. I underestimated my platforming abilities. Hoop. Oh, I did take damage, unfortunately. Yep, get his ass. Whoop. Wants the blades, good shit. Whoop. Alright, we're gonna do one of those. Then jump. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then do the teleport. Got his ass. Exploded. Good. So I took a little bit of damage there. Not my best performance. That's okay because there is health in this exact same room I can go grab. So what do I have right now? I have... actually, no. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take that one because that is good. We took the bleeding. They call it leaking, but leak is basically bleed. Same basic idea. Take that. Blink. Not a full heal, but a pretty good one. Yeah, what do I have right now with Flux? We have... nano blades. Not strikes, blades. Blades is what you start with. There are certain upgrades that are only for certain abilities. Kind of makes sense, but that's something we have to be mindful of and be aware of as we choose our upgrade paths. That's where I just came from, right? That little side area? Yeah, yeah. It do be that way. It does pay to keep an eye out for extra little side areas. You never know what you might find. I mean, I say you never know what you might find. I mean, there's only so many things you can find. It's either health or money or the meta progression, giblets. It's one of those games where the levels are procedurally generated, but it's more like there's predetermined chunks, and it procedurally selects the chunks. So, like, we've seen this room configuration before. We saw the previous one once before as well. Oh, God. Yeah, that's why I focused on the ranged heckin' dudes first. Oh, God. Get him out of here. On those fellers. Oh, I actually want to get that guy, but that's fine, too. Yep. So, yeah, I just try to focus on the flying guys. And the flying guys are just annoying in general. But they're a special menace to society. Oop. Out of there. Critical hit, supply leak. More stacks can be applied. I like both of those. They're both good. They're both good. Can I see my crit rate right now? Uh-oh. Oh no, so when you hit back... Oh no, when in my mind, when I hit back, I was like, yeah, I want to look at what I have right now. I think hitting back says I want nothing. Damn, it's like I wanted the opposite of nothing. I wanted something. That's a bummer. I was thinking if can I like go back and look at my inventory. Damn. Well, that makes me sad. Maybe it'll like bank it. We can get 2 next time, but I don't know. I don't know if it works that way. Probably doesn't. Now we know. Now we know that is learning. Learning is half the battle. Yeah, I'm gonna look at to see what is my crit rate right now. And I don't think there's a way to know, unfortunately. We did find there was a bonus ability we found last time that gave us a bonus crit rate. Like a bonus 20% on top of whatever the current rate is. I don't know what the current rate is. Unfortunate, but... Again, we're learning. Learning is half the battle. Like G.I. Joe always taught us. Keep on ascending. No, I don't think I've seen this room before. As long as I'm careful and deliberate, I will not get my penis sliced off by a big scary laser thing. Mission Impossible, where are you at? I remember that shit. Although, I mean, that was more getting lowered past the laser grid, but same idea. Same basic philosophy. I don't think we've seen this configuration either, because I would have noticed this little balcony previously. Chunk. Trying to keep my eyes peeled. Gonna have some combat in here, almost assuredly.
Don't repeat them.
Oop. Oh, he still hit me. What is that? What is that bullshit? His ass at least. Okay. Whoop. Actually, I want to hit the other guy. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Ow. I am taking more damage than I wanted to. I wish that would not happen. I would have preferred the damage would have not happened, bro. I guess they didn't ask me for my permission. Oop. Okay, that'll be enough to kill. Took a couple of slaps there. Slaps that I would have preferred not to have taken. I'll take the barrier. I'm taking too much damage, man. The barrier is kind of what carried my ass last time. Lord knows I need it, man. And sure enough, I did not get the bonus drop, so... Damn. Damn, man. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I guess if it's one thing if it's an end of combat reward, because that's not a thing you can, like, click on. But if it's something on the ground, you probably can back out and re-engage with it. But what I'd really like to do is just give me an option that says, show me my current inventory. So that way I don't have to memorize every little tidbit. Because, yeah, if you can't remember, was it nano blades or nano strikes? Like, something a quandary I've hit a couple times before. Easy to get those mixed up on the fly. So, you know, that's a little bit faster. It's a decent bit more damage. It's good for stunning, but not so good for juggling opportunities. I think I'll try it, though. I don't know if I've actually used that one before. Actually, might even be better for just crowd control, for just, like, multiple target management. Because, yeah, that upstrike is great for, like, single targets. But, yeah, not so good for crowd control. And, of course, that would not do anything for the boss. Because, obviously, the boss cannot be knocked up. I mean, unless it's the holiday party and you've had one too many drinks and you're not wearing a condom, you know, then okay, then you can knock up the boss. But generally speaking, that is frowned upon. Or it's not, or not a thing that is not, or not an opportunity that is available to you frequently. I'll say it that way. I think it spawned us up here. Ready. Put me in. Say, I'll go for you. I'll go for your ass. Ground pound. Oh, shit. Whoop. Get that dodge counter. Beautiful. Whoop. That stunned the shit out of him. And made him sad the shit out of him. Nice. I think we avoided damage on that one. More leak stacks, more berries. I'm using a special skill. Special skill is the one that has, like, that takes a long time to charge up. I would say maybe. Nano blades. I'll take more leak stacks. More barrier things is a good idea. Damage against airborne dudes, sure. Of course, now that I need the heals, we are conveniently not finding them. How convenient. Familiar situation. Or the meta progression nuggets, which I'm a big fan of. A big fan of that shit. Yeah, way lower on health than I would have preferred. I would have taken less damage, but they didn't really ask my permission. They just kind of went for it. Kind of rude, TBH. Anything else up here? Where he came from, so nope. No, sir. You always gotta do the ground pound when you're in the air like that. Can't help it. If you're in the air, you want to land quickly, do the ground pound. Just do it, man. Found the shop, so I could purchase a heal. Not a shabby idea. The implant, yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty fun. And then damage dealt with drones. Well, I guess I gotta take the drone ability then.
Join me, would you?
We could re-roll it when there's an opportunity to do so. But I don't know if we're gonna find those very often. I think we found one of those stations once, and it was right before the boss.
Care for a reprieve? I might
Jerry's always nice and trippy.
you need.
Cool. Never noticed the stuff on the distance. Do an upgrade here. We also do just a basic routine. We'll definitely take the heals. Take another one. I'll not be able to do this fella. Corpora. I think I have exactly one Corpora, don't I? I have 2 airborne enemies and damage dealt with drones. How's about this? I'm just going to assume I will be able to find the drone one. 20 instead of... You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just assume I'll be able to find him. The drone one. And then with that... Oh, it's 200 for the next one. It's one... Okay, I wouldn't have been able to afford it anyway. I mean, I could sacrifice myself to get the monies, but nah, it's not worth it. Not worth it. So it's not very helpful right now, but I'm assuming I'll be able to get the drone ability. I'll assume it's coming. Assume it'll be in our future. A little bit concerned about how much damage I've been taking, but the good news is I've made a lifestyle choice to take less damage. I'm gonna choose to not get hit as much, and that's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. So it's a matter of discipline. That's what I tell myself. Gonna resist the allure of the siren call of getting slapped around by these scary robot fellas. Fellas and Cinderellas. Ooh, I see that. Man, I could have used that money just now, bro. Where were you 5 seconds ago? Well, I was in loading zone, but 30 seconds ago. Dunk. Now that I know they can spawn on the top of columns, I'm trying to keep an eye out.
Do me proud.
Whoop. Wasn't a perfect dodge, but was a pretty good dodge. Whoop. Whoop. You. Exploded, good. Actually, not sure why he exploded. There we go. Actually, not what I wanted to do. Oh, God. I was gonna say, oh, it was the bleed that killed his ass. So that's twice now we've seen the bleeds fucking murder some dudes. Oh, God, that was a little bit dangerous. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. A little bit bothered by how much health you guys have. I'd rather you not have health. There we go. It just took a second. Ouch. Oh, heck. I got overly ambitious with that one. Oh. Wasn't I just saying my amount of damage I've been taking has been more than I want it to be? Might be a function of me getting just a little bit tired because it is getting pretty late. Infection. Right, we've seen that one before. I wish I knew what the orbs were. I don't think it's orbs of destruction. I don't think. So those get their own label. Got hit more times than I wish to admit. In a court of law. And for any bonus fellers, one seems like it's just one big ass arena. One big ass arena, the best kind. Can I jump up there, maybe? Oh, I think, yep. I detect invisible walls, and me hiccuping, I also detect that. Yep. Alright, it's fine. Let's just keep going. Keep on keeping on, baby. Okay, starting now, I'm gonna take less damage. That's the rule. I tripped up a little bit there. I succumbed to the temptations. No longer. Learned my lesson. I've reflected. I'm trying to better myself as a gamer. No more damage taking for me. I'm shunning that life. I'm walking away from that lifestyle. I think I've seen this level chunk before. I have no memory of this place. No memory of this place. Lasers up top. Okay, yeah, nothing down there. Okay. Just a spot to help you get back up if you fall. Good enough. Good enough. Almost like, okay, what's the catch? It's usually we have those kinds of laser grid challenges when we're trying to jump through the air or use the grapples. So it's a little bit weird to just have one on the ground, in a very like mundane manner. I'm like, all right, what's the catch? What's special about this one? I do appreciate the fog. It's nice and spooky. No secrets? Oh, here we go. Bam, baby. Some health, good. Good. Lord knows I need it. Lord knows I could use that shit. Now we've done all of that. Ooh, actually. I have a sneaking suspicion there's something to this, perhaps? Perchance? Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Delicious shiny. Blades instead of strikes. I think I'll stick with the blades. I think I'm committed. Committed to the blade. Blade walk of life. I mean, I could keep exploring. I feel like we've seen what there is to see. Oop, 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 oop. That's fine. That's fine. Would have been cool if I could have made it all in one fell swoop, but it's fine. Right. Gotta fight something, right? Oh, maybe not. I thought this was gonna be a fight zone. It is not. It is not a fight zone. It is a chill zone. Ooh, okay, that's actually. Is there something underneath there? Maybe. Guess I can do this without any downside. Okay, I was like, yeah, I can't actually tell if there's like a thing to land on underneath something. There's not. So let's do the combat challenge first. That's what that is right there. And then we'll jump through that little platforming gauntlet. I think this one's usually just a straight shot. If we've ever seen like any extra spots for this one. Same road that leads to the same fortress each time. Same courtyard area. We've seen you can't use subroutines. We've seen time limit. We've seen you have to switch characters every 5 seconds.
Every challenge brings you
Time
closer
challenge.
to perfection.
Full confidence. What the fuck are you guys? Never seen these like tall boys before. Oh, laser fellers. Oh, they're like buffing the dudes, man. Can't be having that. Can't be buffing the dudes. Good damage. Good damage. Oh, he's real sad. Good. Don't tell me they can heal each other. Don't tell me that. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life, bro. I would rather not. Yep. Really trying to focus on these fucking dudes. Oh my god, I'm getting slapped. Who's the one that was damaged? Was it you? Okay, he's out. Good. They can't be healing each other. Having 2 of those fuckers back to back is extra not nice. Oh, I'm dead. Fuck. I was doing good until I died. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough combination of bad guys. Because you usually like to focus on the range guys. Maybe I should have still focused on them because you can kill them pretty quickly. Those tall boys have a lot of health. That's a trickier commitment. That's okay. I feel like I had my best run earlier, like the run before this one where we actually got to the boss. That run I feel like I was sucking eggs. We of course spent a lot of resources to get the upgrade for an ability I actually didn't have at the time, so I was kind of hoping we were going to get that turret ability. The little floaty boy. But that's okay. That's okay. This game is very fun, and even if not every run is a zinger for me, I'm still having a good time, and we will definitely be playing more of this in the future. Very, very cool game. Early access, but it still feels great. It's an Ubisoft game, I know, or an Ubisoft published game at least. So I know that, you know, it can be a downer for some people, but I still am really enjoying this. I think this is very good. Very, very enjoyable. Special skill, regular skill. The cooldowns is nice. It's a percentage, obviously. Special drive charges faster. Higher style rank. I'm going to assume special drive is for the special skill. I'm going to guess that's what that means. So there's already bonus amount. Okay, so that's, yeah, so it's not so much you get more resources, but yeah, you have better cooldowns when you have a better rank, which makes sense. I'll go and grab that one. You do 3 of them, you go to the next one. I think I'm just going to keep investing into more of the void matter, because even though that was a fairly quick run, we still ended up with a whole bunch more than we normally do. 15, and then 1 more. We're going to max that one out in no time at all, so that'll be nice. So yeah, more of the bonus fellers. And of course, more money would help too. Reduce the price of interactables at the Emporium. More of the Nano chips dropped. Actually, I guess I can do one of those right here. Or money earned, that's kind of nice. So, and of course, that's just standard currency for during the run. Whereas the void matter, that's for the stuff that is outside the runs. That is the meta progression. But no, very cool game. Even though I'm far from a spectacle fighter expert, I've never played Devil May Cry. I've never played Bayonetta. I like there's a whole bunch of these spectacle fighter mainstays that have been around for a long time and have very, very dedicated fandoms, and yet I've played like none of them. But I've started to get into others that are kind of spectacle fighter adjacent. You know, we played, I think it was called, what was it, King Echo? King Static. King Static was a good one. We played that. That's very much an indie game, but had spectacle fighter as like one of its like major kind of tenets, as far as like, you know, the governing attributes that kind of determine what kind of game it is. So we played that one. Played Hamura Hime. That's a really good one. That's also one I want to go back for. That one's very satisfying. So like, I like to think I'm starting to kind of get there as far as getting more familiarity with the genre. And each time I try a new spectacle fighter, I like each one just as much, if not more so than the last one. So it's like there's a lot of enjoyment and unique stuff to appreciate here. Godbreakers, that was the other one. I'm kind of looking on my list of games I played recently. Godbreakers, I think you could probably consider a spectacle fighter. That was more of a roguelike, kind of a roguelike first, but still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Anyway, friends, it is late. It is late at night. What the heck, man? Going past 2:30 on a school night, on a work night. What the hell's wrong with me? But yeah, really good game. And of course, we had so many raids tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 raids. Man, oh man. Yeah, 4 raids and a 4-hour stream. That's a lot. That is a lot. So we have a lot of nice friends, a lot of very generous folks helping us out with raids and showing generous support. Right, I forgot. Since my browser logged me out of everything, I have to look on my phone. I know it's kind of rude to look away on my phone while streaming. So, you know, kind of doing the naughty boy, being violating typical streamer etiquette. But this is the only way I can bring up my follows page so I can find a raid target. Before I do that, though, let me just say thank you again to those who raided. So Voxivs, Game Fox TV, Soapy Shark, and Kitty Cthulhu for those raids. Super appreciate all of you guys and gals. As a quick heads up, I do have other platforms, or rather a presence on other platforms. So I do have the usual kind of stuff you'd expect most streamers to have. I got that social media, and social media links. I got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got Blue Sky, Facebook, all that shit. We also have a number of streaming platforms. I am live right now in a lot of places. I'm live right now on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. The big one, as you can probably guess, is Twitch. Twitch is my primary streaming platform, and it is where most of our viewers are. It's where most of our chatters are. We have certain Twitch-specific features that we use on our channel to kind of enhance the viewing experience for those that are here. Things like channel points, things like bot commands, things that we can only really use specifically on Twitch. So I do recommend generally that most people watch on Twitch, but I mean, I'm not picky. I'm happy to have you in any capacity, but yeah, generally Twitch is the place I'd recommend you watch. And we should be back tomorrow. I would say if all goes according to plan, we should be able to play some more games tomorrow. Not exactly sure what we'll be playing. It'll either be the Hotel Barcelona DLC, which just dropped a couple days ago, or potentially. Oh, no, I do know what we're playing. I'm a darn liar. So if I'm able to stream tomorrow, or rather, the next time we stream, we'll be checking out Spell Brigade. Spell Brigade, really cool looking roguelike. Kind of roguelike Survivors, like kind of sort of, but I think it's more of a roguelike spell combinations, not quite to a Noita degree, but to a very interesting looking, degree at least. And it looks like it has some cool functionality. Spell Brigade has been in early access for a while, but it has its 1.0 release tomorrow. So whether I stream tomorrow or Thursday next, my next stream will be streaming Spell Brigade for sure. And then we'll do that Hotel Barcelona DLC, probably Thursday or Friday, sometime after that. Got a couple of the games I'm kind of sitting on for the rest of this week. I know Esoteric Ebb is what I've got. I'm kind of sitting on. I think I was watching G-Money play that one, and we got a review key for that one to check out, so we got that to look forward to. And a couple other kind of odds and ends. And then next week, we'll probably start getting more into some kind of more long-form games I'm kind of been sitting on. I did get a review key for Legacy of Kain Defiance, the new remaster for that one, but I never did finish Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver 1 and 2, we have the remaster kind of bundle pack for those games. I started them but never finished them, so I'd like to go back to that at some point as well. As far as raid targets are concerned, by the way, I'm going to see if there's anybody else streaming this game. I'm going to guess probably not. Probably not, but I've been wrong before. Yeah, we are the only one. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's always kind of fun to raid into a category I'm not familiar with and, you know, find a new raid target. That's always exciting. But that being said, I can also very, very confidently raid into this nice person. This is a person I haven't had a chance, nay, not had the privilege of raiding into for a while. This is Cute Nissness. Her name is Nissa. She is incredible and hilarious and a complete goober. And she is usually... Well, actually, maybe not usually. I would say in the past, she did a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. In fact, she's on the official Elder Scrolls Online stream team. So she is a very well experienced and well respected streamer. In addition to being a goober and a general hilarious degenerate weirdo. And again, I say that all as a good thing. We're gonna raid into Cutenessness. She is wonderful. I haven't had a chance to raid her in a while. I haven't actually seen her live in a while, so it's a nice opportunity to catch her stream, and not just catch her stream, but raid into it. What a lovely opportunity. She's awesome. I think you'll like her. She is as much of a degenerate little piss goblin as I am. So you can guarantee if you enjoy like the weird goober energy we have here, there's mega goober energy over in her channel. It's a good time. I'll see you guys around. She's doing some Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is kind of like Morbid Metal if you just close your eyes or squint your eyes really close. Squint them really close together. Now this is fun. This is fun. Really fun game. We'll definitely play more of this in the future. And I'm very much curious to see how the early access goes for this game. I sure hope the developers are able to support it with post-launch support. Hopefully get it to that 1.0 state eventually. The game is very good as it is. Even though it's early access, even though it is still, kind of humble with the amount of enemies, the amount of overall content, what's there is very satisfying and very enjoyable. I've got high hopes for more in the future. You'll have a great night. Thank you again. Thank you, Voxivs. Thank you, Game Fox. Thank you, Soapy Shark. Thank you, Kitty Cthulhu, for those raids. You'll have a great night. I shall see you on the Flippy Dippy, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. By the way, in the Discord server, we do have a weekly schedule channel. So if there's any schedule changes, if I'm unable to stream tomorrow, if I'm unable to stream on Thursday, I'll make sure to post in the schedule server or schedule channel in the server to let people know. Anyway, that's it. Everyone have a great night. Bye-bye.